Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean, and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short, so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hello, how we going, guys? Oh my goodness. Just in case you don't know, my internet has been out for just over 2 days. So yeah, I haven't been here because my internet was out and I could barely watch a video. I did try and I couldn't watch any lives because it would just, you know, that little circle you get where it's loading. Yeah, but that was happening during videos, so let alone lives. I couldn't tune into anyone. Twitter was, I couldn't even bookmark anything or look at anything through Twitter. I had to go through YouTube to watch everything because every picture and video clip that came up on Twitter, or X, sorry, was just blank. So I could not do anything for the last few days and I'm so frustrated. Anyway, I've got a little heat pack on my neck here, just to help me out so I don't get a headache. Hey, out to lunch. How you going? Alex, good to see ya. Triangel, how you going? Deb, how you going? Menacing Muskrat, hello. Is anyone here? We are now. We weren't before, but we are now. And Deb from South Australia. So we got one Deb from Florida. And we got one Deb from South Australia. Twin Debs. Krumel, how you going? Good to see ya. Timmy, how you going? Good to see you. Who else have we got? Is that it for now? Oh, J1's in here. How you going, J1? And that's it. Yep. Alex said, yes, I didn't know if you would be here today, tonight. So good to see you. Looking beautiful. Oh, God, love you. And Deb said, Adelaide is not moist at the moment. We've got a lot to get into, so we're going to go over to the news straight away. Okay, just let me set things up here so I don't knock cups of tea and things over when I'm trying to pull my chair in. I need one of those slide mats. Okay. Oh, holy cow. Okay, there's my little heat pack for my neck. I've got to put it under my hair because otherwise it just slides off on my hair. Slippery little sucker it is. Okay, I'll get there, guys. Sorry, I will get there. The joys of injuries. Okay, it's Tiff. Oh, now my earphones are sliding off my head. Is my hair so slippery? Okay, it's Tiff. Said political advice from J-Lo. I feel like I've got to hang on to this thing, honestly. It's not aiming at my mouth. It's not going to break, is it? Okay, it's Tiff said political advice from J-Lo. P. Diddy boasted about Jennifer J-Lo Lopez being his gun mule who loved his freak-offs. Should they reopen his 1999 shooting case? Jenny from DeCell Block could go number one with a bullet. Pun intended, I believe. What is going on? Okay, this is insane. What is happening here? Something is wrong. It's not staying where it should. Okay, we'll try that. Okay, and she's endorsing Kamala Harris. So they all seem to be endorsing Kamala Harris. Isn't that funny? Yeah, okay. J-Lo was apparently in 1999. Let me see if I can get this. She was involved. She brought a gun into a club because some guy, what's his name? Diddy bumped into some guy. The guy pushed him back, and he rang J-Lo and said to J-Lo, go get the gun, brought it in, and there was a shooting in the club. Mind you, another lady was shot in the face, right in the face, and she's still crying out for justice. She says it was P. Diddy who shot her. So here we go, another one. How about J-Lo, his gun mule? Obviously, we know that now. Mojo Resin. Now, I don't know how true any of these are, so take it as fiction until proven guilty in a court of law, okay? Or theories until proven guilty in a court of law, okay? Everyone is presumed innocent until, yeah, you know the drill. I'm not here reading anyone's rights. I'm not a police officer. I'm not anything official. I'm just someone in my room watching this going, oh, my God. Okay. And now the dad from Family Matters is allegedly involved. Was that the Steve Urkel? Did I do that? I remember I used to love that Steve Urkel. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Okay, we got more. These pics just released as well from Diddy's party in 2004. Check who's in attendance. 4 out of 8 photos. I don't know, but there's a naked lady they're eating off. That's not the only thing they do off naked ladies, apparently. Yeah. They sniff things off them, you know. Oh, look. Look who it is. Oh, dear. What's his face? Oh, my God. Now I can't remember his name. They're just all so forgettable to me, seriously. Will Smith, that's his name. Took me a minute. Oh, and what's his face? Okay, someone's going to have to help me out here. I can't remember his name. My memory is shot. What is going on here? Is that Robin Williams? Oh, the blonde guy. What's his name? You know him. I'm sure it'll come up in the, yeah, that was Will Smith, the last one. I'm sure someone's going to tell me in the chat who it is. This one here. Yeah, you're right, Timmy. They're not really ladies, are they? I don't know. If you're doing that, I don't know. Maybe a lady of the night, but not a lady. So if anyone can tell me who this guy is here, I can't remember his name. Jeez. He's the one with a flat nose. No, he's got a big thing up here like I do. Broken nose he's had, obviously. Owen. What's his name? Well, Owen. Shit. Owen Wilson. Is it? I don't know. I know someone knows his name. Someone can tell me whether it's later in the chat, in the replay, or You think it's Owen Wilson? Okay. Okay, we'll go with that. Actually, no, what I'll do is I'll make sure it is. Let's just have a little look. And it helps to turn the keyboard on. I have cats, so they always turn my computer on when I'm least expecting it and start typing. And I don't know who they're typing to or what they're typing. So we're looking up Owen Wilson. Yep, that's him. There you go. That's Owen Wilson. That's him. Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Okay, Maga Cesspool said, I'm surprised they're actively working on the case and not letting it die like Epstein, at least to the public eye. It's all connected. Epstein, Maxwell, NXIVM, and politicians. Let's see what other arrests will come from this. And there are more expected. I believe J-Lo's panicking right now. She's not the only one. A lot of people are panicking right now. Mainstream media being one of them. There's a lot. Okay, you've got the court cases with Trump as well. Jack Smith's case is falling apart. Fannie Willis's case is falling apart. They have been for months, but it's just like an ongoing falling apart case. I believe Trump's asking to get it thrown out now, one of them at least. D-Lyle 57. These are all replies to Shadow of Ezra, but that I bookmarked them because they were interesting. Like this. Interesting. Is this a concerted effort among the entities to truly expose the evil, including the pedo angle? Like the infamous other list, will the powerful controlling faction be targeted? Still can't help but think, white versus black. Hats. Hey, wasn't this from that Mad magazine? When I was a kid, I used to read the Mad magazine. Wasn't this a little, like, investigator guy? Little spy? That's what it was, spy. Yeah. Okay. And this just feels like it's not. Do I sound all right, guys? Am I loud enough? I hope so. Joshua Yoon said some will check into the hospital. Some will claim mentally incapable, like me at the moment. Some will claim Alzheimer's disease. Some will claim amnesia. Some will just flat out deny and lie. All of them guilty. Prosecute every one of them. We protect our children and grandchildren. Yes, we do. And that was in response to Shadow of Ezra. Federal authorities begun targeting individuals linked to Sean Diddy Combs' infamous freak-offs. As the investigation intensifies and enters a new phase, the government has interviewed more than 50 witnesses and served 300 warrants. Let's hope this goes somewhere this time. Several witnesses who work with Combs have been in meetings with federal prosecutors. At least one top executive has labelled his Ghislaine Maxwell in a civil litigation last year. Yeah, her name was it JJ or something? Oh, I don't know. They are very much treating, or GG or something, they are very much treating this matter like a mobster case and articulating various roles that different people played in supporting the conspiracy. Expect more names to come out, either as defendants or as witnesses at Combs' trial. JB Hassan Pfeffer said perhaps this is what the whole John Legend and Barack Obama thing was about. Oh, yeah, this one. Have a little listen. I better turn it down first just to make sure. How you going, Geoloft? Carol, how you going? And damn it, Mandy. Oh, my goodness, it's been a while. Okay, let's see.
Just pick it out, read it, and answer.
Public place, you did it. Is this the best or the worst? What do you do?
The best.
Okay, the best. Probably the Obama thing.
John, what's the? Oh God.
Oh God.
John.
What?
What is your wife talking about?
I don't know.
We heard
We're not-
in there.
He should get back in. What happened?
We're not going to discuss
We're not
that.
going to discuss it?
We're not. We're not.
Okay.
Oh my God. Secret Service. Come here, jump back in.
Hi.
Look at John. Look at, I don't.
Hi.
We're not talking about it. That's the truth.
That is an awesome answer.
Not the White House.
Not the.
It was not.
It
the
was
White
not
House,
at the
though.
White
It was
House. That is
100% not at the White House. I promise
He was
you.
not elected yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we're moving on.
I'm sorry. I'm in trouble now.
No, you're good. Just pick.
Well, they did something at the White House or with the Obamas or something. Not 100% sure exactly what. Okay. That was that post. Let's keep going. Okay, another one that's a reply to Shadow of Ezra. Trust no one, not even no one. Don't trust anyone right now, seriously. Even me, fact check everything yourself. I'm serious right now because, yeah, Elon Musk said trust no one, not even no one. Trust yourselves. That's what I think. Don Wick said the hunters become the hunted. Below the depths of the DC swamp, the hunt is on. The invisible war for the future of our republic. The tables are now turned, and now the hunters become the hunted. Patriots in control. Patriots in control. Now, what does that sound like? What is it? Paw Patrol? No, sorry, it's not really. Shadow of Ezra said federal authorities have begun targeting individuals linked to Sean Diddy Combs' infamous freak-offs. I read that one, yep. Right, okay, so 300 people have been served warrants and 50 witnesses. Very interesting. Okay, and that's him doing that sign. They all do this upside. He's doing the triangle the right way. Don't they normally go like that or something? Like point it down or something? I don't know. They do it both ways. Freedom Force said if the people who claim to be anti-gun could stop trying to shoot Trump, now that'd just be great. Seriously. The people who claim to be anti-gun and want everyone's guns banned, well, maybe they should stop trying to shoot Trump, you know? Okay, Ivor Cummins said globalist scumbag, understatement of the century. Chris Whitty, we overstated danger of COVID at the start of pandemic. Hello. I was here. I got deleted for that. For saying that. Overstatement of the year. Overstatement of the decade. This is nothing, guys. Anyway. Elon Musk said, interesting. Kanoka the Great said voter registration changes. Oh, this is very, very interesting. November 2020 to July 2024. Okay, Republicans gained 393,365. The Democrats lost 3,584,321. And the Independents gained 1,802,932. And these are what they lost and gained. In Alaska, Republicans lost 3,800. The Democrats lost 7,163. It's probably removing dead people, you know, from the voter registry, you know, and people that didn't live there. Arizona, minus 53,812 from the Republicans and minus 182,628 from the Democrats. And independents are gaining for the first two. 17,000 the first time, or 17.5. 65, say, thousand nearly. California gained 148,823, and Democrats gained 71,058, and the other independents, whatever, lost 95,430. This is a mess. Oh, my God. Look how much the Democrats are losing. They gained once, and the rest of the time, they've pretty much lost voters or votes because they have gone through and checked them. Okay, so it ends up at the bottom. You have plus for Republicans, 393,365 votes, minus 3,584,321 from the Democrats, and all the others have been added 1,802,932. Gallup GOP overtakes Democrats in voter identification for the first time. That's very interesting. So that's comparing 2024, July, to November 2020. Republicans lost in a couple of places, but Democrats have lost most, except for one, California. they've lost everywhere else. So there you go. And the other thing, the 2020 is still being looked at, mind you. They're still removing dead people from voter rolls and things. There was a lot of fiddling going on there, especially if you were watching that night. And you know, I think it was 11 o'clock at night or something that, you know, Trump was up and everything. And then all of a sudden at 4 o'clock in the morning, it changed. Okay, I bookmarked this because what it's in reply to. Now, this is why you've got to be careful on the internet, guys. Don't believe everything you see or even what you hear, because let's have a look at this.
Hi guys, I'm here with my girl to report some really, really intense, scary thing that's happened in downtown Manhattan. As you can see, there are all of these caution tapes up because there has been an earthquake and there's a slice in the middle of lower Manhattan. I don't know if like there was an earthquake or something about the tectonic plates shifting underneath the ground. I'm not a Scientologist,
I hope she's not a Scientologist.
Meteorologist, or an earthquake geologist, but
She's not an earthquake geologist either. Yeah, we know that for sure, because I believe they're geologists. Anyway, let's continue. Sorry, I had to.
this is so scary. I feel like this is just showing us what's to come. Anything, like a line could just crack, split open in the middle of New York City. Everyone, please let me know if you felt the magnitude of an earthquake in New York last night. I sleep basically through everything. I could probably sleep through a tornado picking me up in my house, and I could wake up dead or in a dusty place somewhere. So let me know, and I just wanted to let you guys all know what's going on here in the financial district.
Okay, now let's go to the thing I bookmarked. The Vigilant said, looks like they're working on a pipe or something. All the removed materials are stacked neatly to the side of the work area. This confused little nymphet needs some education. Okay? She really does, especially when she says she's not an earthquake geologist or a Scientologist. Well, I hope not. That won't be good for you, love. Okay. I am sorry. Okay, Illuminati bots said people really think taxes go towards public goods when in reality money is now digitally created out of thin air, which pumps up an artificial debt. Greatest way to control a populace is by limiting their upward mobility. That's why taxation exists. Even here in Australia, they're trying to down tax and things like that. They realise how much we are being taxed here. Through the eyeballs, let me tell you. Illuminati bot said tomorrow's weather forecast depends on how many pilots are available. These days, that's exactly, look, for as long as I've been awake, I've been looking at this. It's a very interesting subject and a very interesting rabbit hole to go down. As I said, everything's theory until proven in a court of law, although I believe it has been in Congress. They were talking about it at one stage. Don't know if it's still on the internet, because another thing I know for sure is they're wiping things off the internet, and they have been for years. Okay, Elon Musk said crazy. Mario Norful said 37 dangerous prisoners accidentally released to reduce overcrowding in UK prisons because they're locking people up for social media posts now. They've got to make room, so they're letting the dangerous ones out and putting the least dangerous in prison. That's what they're doing, okay? The Ministry of Justice said 37 people were released in error on the 10th of September because their offences for breaching restraining orders were wrongly logged under repeal legislation. One of those mistakenly released is understood to have allegedly reoffended and has been charged with intentionally touching a woman. Despite the error, the Ministry of Justice claimed public safety is our first priority. Oh, God love you, Deb. Thank you so much, Deb. God love you. Public safety is our first priority. That is why we took decisive action to fix the broken prison system we inherited and keep the most dangerous offenders locked up. that doesn't make any sense now that what we are seeing and what you are saying are not matching. Actions speak louder than words too, guys. Always remember that. Ironically, while they were trying to reduce overcrowding, the UK government was sending people to prison over social media posts about recent riots while releasing people convicted of far more serious offences. And they're all congratulating and high-fiving and hugging. Oh, look, you've been released. Oh, my God, I didn't think I'd see you for another 20 years. Oh, my God. Or more, I don't know. If your law over in the UK is anything like here in Australia, the most you can get, as far as I know, is 25 years. That's life here in Australia. 25 years. Okay. Yeah, and most people don't ever get that. Matthew Kamanzuli said the Liberals will fight Labor's ridiculous misinformation bill. Oh, finally, are they? Good. Fight, fight, fight. Ozpol. There's a lot of people behind Trump in Australia. They do the same, say the same things, and they know what's up. The awake Australians. And the Australian newspaper or website, whatever, said coalition to say no to Labor's misinformation bill. It's about bloody time. They were behind it. Even now, the leader of the coalition, which is the Liberal Party here in Australia, Peter Dutton, was all for the E-Safety Commissioner a few days ago. I don't know. I'm watching it. I don't trust him. I'd still vote for Pauline. The more you vote for the little ones, the more voice they have in Parliament to stop things getting through. It is important, even though people think, no, Liberal or Labor, No, the little ones, they will stop people, especially Pauline. Okay, Illuminati bots said in Rome, sports were used to distract people from social problems of the decaying empire. Glad we've evolved past that now. Whoops. A lot of people are still caught up and don't realise. The whole thing's rigged, you know that. Let me tell you. Every game, all of it. Alexandra Marshall said the government is the largest perpetrator and conveyor of misinformation and disinformation, and we know that. The machine of politics uses public money to lie, coerce, abuse, and threaten the public. Government has shown itself incapable of drafting policy to manipulate and corrupt the Australian economy to enrich its friends, feather its future employment beds, and reward those who helped it get elected. Our country's become the hunting ground of charlatans, criminals, thugs, and ideological zealots, all of whom this bill seeks to protect from public ridicule. To this I say, no. You can make us poor, but you cannot shut us up. We will remain free to criticise you and the Labor government. Your policies, your bills, and the idiotic thought bubbles of your ministers will remain fodder for public ridicule. And one day, Australia will have an enlightened government that looks back on these days as the intellectual dark ages run by tyrants. And I agree. There's always someone having a whinge, look, and yet your show is advertised for 9 p.m. This clip made available before that, and ADHTV claims the show live. Disinformation? You've always got someone. John Ruddock, MLC, said the New South Wales government is about to introduce even more draconian speed camera surveillance. You remember the speed camera things we were on about a couple of weeks ago or last week or the week before, whatever it was? Yeah, if I drive 25 minutes, it doesn't matter which way I drive, there's cameras everywhere, but if I drive 25 minutes further west than I am, which is out of Sydney, I go past at least 4 or 5 cameras. And they are your they average speed test cameras, they're called. They monitor how long it takes you to get from A to B, each camera, and then they can decide what your speed is, and then they can send you out a fine. So, yeah, I was the only one to speak against it. Here's another one. He's an independent, the Libertarian Party of New South Wales. So vote One Nation, vote the Libertarian Party, vote anything but those main ones. And I know the preferences go to one of them, and one of them will probably get in. But if it's Liberal, and most people have voted Pauline Hanson, she's got the upper hand with them. She's pretty much got one of their arms tied behind their back, if you want to put it that way. So it does pay to vote the little ones, even though you don't think it's going to make a difference. Rage Against the Speed Machine, the Libertarian Party of New South Wales. Let's have a listen. How's this going to be with volume? I'm just making sure they're low at first.
Continuing its march into every aspect of our lives. Digital ID, the e-safety commissioner, and the insidious anti-disinformation bill, it's all part of the process of making us surf before an ever-increasing bossy know-all state. We're told that we need to increase surveillance on our roads because of the rising road toll. Every speech I've heard tonight has pretended it's an unprecedented crisis. Well, let's have a hard look at the data on the road fatalities in Australia. Let's look at the number of fatalities per 100,000 people per year in Australia. Now, a century ago, 11.8 people per 100,000 people died on Australian roads. In 1970, it was 30.4. In 1980, it was 22.3. In 1990, it was 13.6. In 2000, it was 9.49. See a downward trend here, Mr. Acting President? It actually gets better. We're told it's a crisis. They're making it up. In 2000, it was 9.49. In 2010, it was 6.06. In 2019, it was 4.3. In 2022, it was 4.6. In 2023, it was 4.48. The road fatalities have collapsed in our lifetime, Mr. Acting President. When I was born in 1970, it was over 30 people would die per 100,000, but today it's under 5 per 100,000. But every speech I've heard today said it's an unprecedented crisis. So the good news is that as technology improves car safety, thank you capitalism, and despite a higher proportion of people driving than ever before, we are at a historic low, except that there has been a tiny rounding error in the past year or two. In fact, Australia has one of the lowest car fatality rates in the OECD. Why aren't we told this good news? I'll tell you why. Government expansion thrives on fear. Those who claim the tiny rise in the road toll justifies this increased surveillance are being disingenuous. They're introducing it because they want to keep adding pieces of the jigsaw to the surveillance state. Again, it's not a conscious intention, but it is happening. This is a textbook example of the boiling frog experiment. Had all these measures been introduced in one hit, there would have been massive public demonstrations, but we're being conditioned to slowly but surely let the government know more and more about us. Ayn Rand said, civilisation is the progress of a society towards privacy. Civilisation is the process of setting man free from men. Make Orwell fiction again. I oppose this bill. I oppose the amendments. I oppose the lot.
I believe this guy, just from what he said at the end there, make Orwell fiction again, is another Trump backer, which is a good thing. The more we got in our Parliament, the better. The more people who agree with Trump. Wide Awake Media said, and also what they do with this sort of thing, like if they want you to believe there have been more car accidents, fatalities, whatever, they start showing them more on the news, right? So they'll start showing you, like, okay, if it's shootings, they'll start showing you more and more shootings, okay? If it's car accidents, they'll show you more and more. There's been fatalities, and they'll up the numbers a little bit, to inflate. So they'll get people believing it. Then they'll come in with this is problem, reaction, solution. Then they'll come in with the, we've got these cameras. We're going to help. If anyone says I'm from the government and I'm here to help, run the other way. Seriously, you're better off. Why? Even the media are part of this too. They do the same thing. Wide Awake Media said, interviewer, a new study shows the world's richest 1% account for more carbon emissions than the poorest 66%. Bill Gates, I spend about $9 million a year buying sustainable aviation fuel to cancel out my footprint. Exactly how do you do that? Where's the sustainable aviation fuel? Is everybody using the sustainable aviation fuel? Another stark reminder that net zero is only for the peasants. The wealthy and powerful will continue to enjoy lives of opulence and excess while you subsist on cockroaches in your 15-minute city eco-prison. Now, he can shove it up his rear end. I don't care what he says, and I'm going to do what I want to do. So there you go. And what's this, buying carbon credits? What a ridiculous rip-off of a system that is. So all you're doing is paying money to burn more. And it's only in Western countries, because I'm sure China isn't paying to burn all the coal that we send them, mind you. Nice clean coal. We just send it all. It's okay for China to use it. It's just not okay for us Australians to use it and have cheaper power. That's what it is. Bricks said, reporter, Zelensky says that Russia plans to use tactical nuclear weapons. Russian foreign minister says he says many things, depending on what he drinks or what he smokes. I'd say what he sniffs as well. Because even if you're smoked, it depends on what you're smoking. Yeah, it does. If it's just the greenery, you want peace, man. You don't want... But if it's like smoking, what is the other things you smoke? I don't know what they are. Is it crack? I don't know if meth. Do you smoke? I don't know. But yeah, if he's doing that, then yeah, I'd agree with the guy. But if it's just like the green one, no, you won't. You don't want war. Unless he's really, really paranoid, maybe. He thinks the Russians are coming. They're coming. They're going to get me. Wall Street Silver said, never cross the uni party. They will destroy you. How it started. End Wokeness said, NYC Mayor Eric Adams explodes. The migrants will destroy New York City and everyone will be impacted. How it's going. Eric Adams becomes the first sitting New York City mayor to be indicted by a grand jury in historic federal probe. So he's being indicted, Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City. And that's because he spoke out and said the migrants will destroy New York City, because there were hundreds, millions, I don't know, hundreds or hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, I don't know. It doesn't take much to throw the whole thing out when you don't have the infrastructure to take those extra citizens. Insurrection Barbie said, the more you know. Oh, this one's about Michael Jackson. Okay, what happened was Janet Jackson, I believe, spoke up. I don't know if it was against P. Diddy or in support of Trump. And then the mainstream news said she apologised for what she said. And she came back out and said, that's a lie. I did not apologise. I stand by what I said. Okay, Janet is not wrong.
So Janet really wasn't wrong for not fucking with Kamala. She really not wrong.
And cases like this can depend on the testimony
Is this your girl
of the
fucking with her
child
brother?
accuser.
In general, the child will be able to recall and recollect with some detail the incident, and that is persuasive to a jury, even if it is the only testimony that is available.
Jackson gave a wave when he was released after booking. He's scheduled for arraignment in January.
Michael's been a long-time resident of Trump Tower, and last night the Donald strongly reiterated his defense of Jackson with Larry King by going after
so it's all
the
starting to
accuser's
make
mother.
sense.
She's had plenty of experience at going after people, and she goes after them viciously and violently, and I saw a story and I read another story about some of the things she's done, and I don't believe it.
But you know what it's like when an indictment comes down.
It's tough.
It's presumption.
It's tough. It's tough to win, but I have a feeling he's going to win, Larry. The interesting thing is I've known Michael from many different standpoints, and Michael would spend a lot of time with my kids. I have beautiful kids, and at the time, like at Mar-a-Lago, and even in Trump Tower, the kids were very young. Michael would come, play with the kids. He just loved children. He was not a child molester.
So the fact that she don't really fuck with her makes sense now. It makes sense. She don't fuck with her because she loyal to her brother, loyal to the soil. At the end of the day, we can say Michael was a white man or he changed his skin, bleached his skin. We can laugh at the Jacksons' noses. We can laugh and say that they, disowned the black side and they all procreated with somebody outside of, they blackness. But at the end of the day, that's still her brother. She don't fuck with your girl. That's just what it is. And truthfully, I can't even say I blame her. Because I would do the same thing. Like, at the end of the day, my brother gone. But, bitch, I don't fuck with you. It's simple. Vote for whoever it is you want to vote for. You can vote for your boy Trump. Or you can vote for your girl Kamala. But at the end of the day, now I understand why Janet felt how she felt. And she threw a whole tree at that bitch at the end of the day. As she should, because regardless of what y'all want to say, that was still her brother, and they still did him dirty as hell before he left this earth. And they still didn't find no proof that he had ever touched any child. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Y'all good. And Janet good, because I would have said more than that. I would have cursed that. Let me stop.
Yeah, see, Trump was talking about the person who was accusing Michael Jackson, saying that she will, go after anyone. She's vicious, She wants money, in other words. Okay, can't show you this one. We'll have to do that one on Rumble, just because it's got a bit of Simpsons in it, Okay. Okay. Robbie Starbucks said, in my experience, when we hit 200,000 views in 30 minutes, it means the story's going to absolutely blow up on the company involved. Toyota, okay? Toyota's been one of the most trusted brands in America and Australia, probably the UK too, but now they've gone totally woke. Here's some of what we found. Toyota sponsored a drag queen program at a summer camp for kids identifying as LGBTQ+. Toyota opposes laws that ban sex change for kids and funds groups who work to make sex changes legal for children, and they work with the HRC to oppose these laws. Toyota openly supports the Equality Act, which would allow men in girls' bathrooms, sports and locker rooms. Toyota funded the HRC's Time to Thrive Summit, where they worked with the largest teachers' union to push gender ideology into elementary schools. Toyota donated to the HRC, the Trevor Project, the Dallas Resource Center, and the Los Angeles LGBT Center, and the Workplace Equality Summit, all sponsors of child transitions. The Trevor Project features chat rooms where adults have been caught talking to kids about sexual kinks, how to transition, masturbation, and more. They also have a quick exit feature to wipe the browser and hide the website from parents. Toyota funded many all-ages pride events. I don't know if they funded it, but woke DEI trainings, LGBT Chamber of Commerce member, preferential treatment for diverse suppliers, hosted LGBTQ+ events at corporate, created custom cars with a trans flag, ERG groups divided by race and sexual orientation, and has a total commitment to DEI policies. 100 out of 100 CEI score from the HRC for 16 straight years, which means that they pay for not only employee transitions but for children of employees to transition in states where it's legal. To put it mildly, Toyota seems to have forgotten who their core customers are. They depend on American families and Japanese families to buy their cars. It's time to remind them who their customers are. I don't think the values at corporate reflect the values many Toyota Lexus owners have, with the exception of maybe Prius owners who probably like the woke stuff. Do Toyota Lexus owners want the money they spend with Toyota to be used later by corporate to push an ideology that's diametrically opposed to their own values? If you think Toyota's values don't align with yours and you're a customer or a potential customer who wants to speak out, you can look up their contact info on the internet. This is apparently the... I don't know. Can anyone ring that number? 1-800-331-4331. Remember to always be kind. Yes, many in customer service agree with you. These are all publicly listed contacts, and they've given you heaps. Our goal with reporting is never destruction. It's restoration of sanity. We do this by informing customers about the policies companies are adopting so they can make choices about what they're willing to support as a consumer. That is not cancel culture, it's capitalism. When we use our voices and wallets to vote our values, we can change the world, we can restore great companies to a culture of sanity, meritocracy and political neutrality, or we can inspire competitors to step up to fight for our business. The customer is king, and most of us just want companies we shop at to stop virtue signalling about divisive social, cultural and political issues. Companies need to stop dividing us by injecting wokeness. If you agree, share this video, tag other accounts so they share it too, and there you go. They want $5 a month, or if you subscribe to X, Robbie Starbuck, that is. Okay. Il Donaldo Trumpo, which some people actually think it's Trump. Don't know, could be, you never know. It's going to be an epic weekend. There's Melania and Donald. Oh, I hope he gets in or we're all fucked. The whole world's fucked if he doesn't get in. Kobe Thatcher said Ellen DeGeneres posted this in 2016. How long until it gets deleted? Now, thank God it's still there because I bookmarked this last night. Ellen DeGeneres herself, here you go. Happy birthday, P. Diddy Puff Daddy Sean Combs, or as I call him, Cuddle McSnuggle Stuff. You don't need to know why. I am Diddy. Is she a diddler too? Who put your children up there? Oh, God, Vince, don't put your children up there, for God's sake. Ellen will be after them as quick as you can blink, mate. Seriously. You want to watch she doesn't frazzle drip someone. She wore that little thing on her back in the 2020, remember? Hey, Shannon, how you going? Zal, how you going? Dealey, Luna, SW, Zal. I said Zal? Yeah, okay. Disclosed TV said just in, Caroline Ellison sentenced to 2 years in prison for her role in the FTX Sam Bankman-Fried crypto fraud Axios. So she's been sentenced to 2 years for her role in crypto fraud. Is that all you get? Huh. It's not what you know, it's who you know. But apparently, Samantha J. Bryant said Sean Diddy Combs' jail unit roommate is convicted crypto fraudster Sam Bankman-Fried. I like saying fried because that's how I spelled fried. Oh dear. Hazel Appleyard said, what do you notice about this lovely lady? Let me tell you the thing I notice about this lovely lady. This is not a lady. I'm sorry. Not at all. Okay? Not in any way, shape or form, especially that form, because you can see the thing sticking out. It's there. We can all see it. If you can't see it, get glasses. Okay, Matthew Kamenzuli said it's time we chase the bold ideas, some old, some new, that will reinforce and grow this great nation. It has been a very long time since we had to face the hard, real and fundamental questions here in Australia. We are indeed the lucky country. That's what we used to be called. It would appear the old adage served us well through decades of weakness, incompetence and mismanagement. The great Australian story motored on. Something shifted in the last 10 years, though. The incompetence and arrogance of second-rate politicians, people absolutely lacking vision, courage and an understanding of the philosophical base of our Western liberal democracy. I'm not sure if this is the insane safety culture they've tried to foster or if it is their fecklessness in the face of complexity. To me, it really is not that hard. Personal responsibility is the core of our nation. It always was and it must continue to be. We cannot outsource productivity, accountability or care to government, international organisations or other countries. We can't outsource thinking or encourage our fellow Australians to. It's time we had the big debates and tackled those all too complicated subjects. Our forebears must have wrestled with these subjects and without the benefit of the internet or social media, but they got it right. That's how we got here. It was not a mistake to be righted or a complete stroke of luck. What made us the lucky country is that we largely ignored the rules laid down by an overeager political class, and we had the capability to do it because the government was much smaller. We had a free-spirited nature and a sense of opportunity. There was a reward for effort and risk. The migrants of the 40s, 50s, 60s and 70s will attest to that. The migrant story of today is a lie. That is without doubt the first big-ticket item we must address, followed closely by the absolute and abject failure of multiculturalism as a concept in practice. A migrant without spoken English arriving in Australia from an undeveloped nation with no demonstrable qualifications, skills or ability has few options. Drive an Uber, clean toilets, or work in a fast food outlet. They will barely afford rent, let alone buy a home. They will struggle to break the language barrier, and they will likely live in an enclave with other migrants. There is no incentive to develop language skills or contribute to Australian society in any meaningful way. Politicians will go out of their way to chase the votes of this enclave as they are seen as easy pickings, particularly for those on the left of the political spectrum, as they offer more family visas and free stuff at our expense. They give money to community and faith groups of all stripes and celebrate every festival and flag day there is. Don't mention Australia Day. Okay, they'll do every other festival and every other flag and every other day, you know, Chinese New Year and all that, but don't mention Australia Day. Our so-called multicultural Australia, particularly in places like Sydney and Melbourne, is becoming a fractured mess. Soon we'll need passports to traverse parts of the city. It is wrong. We must become a nation that rallies around one flag, one nation with a single identity and flag, or this great, big, beautiful land will collapse to forces that have no respect for life or liberty. One sec, guys. Hey, Ruff, how you going? Your volume's a bit low? Your nose is touching your phone. Can you feel it? No. Okay. We must become a nation that rallies around. I did read that bit. Okay. There are many other great debates to be had, but I think it's time we debate the idea of throwing multiculturalism in the bin, or at the very least, defining it to mean Australian liberal values first. Hitting reset and going from there. I don't care what country you come from or creed you follow. If Australia is not your nation, first and foremost, leave. If you're Australian or want to be Australian, be productive, innovative, helpful, and a part of the great next chapter. Welcome aboard. We must all get off our backsides and do something useful. And I would love to. Okay. If I could just fix myself, I'll be in there. Don't you worry about that. And I'm trying to fix myself so I can get in there and not worry about that. Okay. Alexandra Marshall said, we're living in a meme. Open Source Intel said, watch. A Haitian politician sips from a massive jug of water during a speech at the UN General Assembly. Okay, just watch him. You missed.
Respect for its dignity.
Again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Mate, you missed. Oh, look, sometimes I do that, right? If I've smoked a bit too much and I miss my mouth, you know, my tea goes, oh, no. I poured it down the front of myself. But I have to be pretty shattered to be able to do that. But at least he's not eating cats and dogs. Sean Lenderman said, Ryan Vaughan, why isn't Helene showing up on any radars? Harp? Seriously, though, I've been watching since yesterday morning and it isn't on any radars until you hit the future button. So something weird was going on and you guys were saying, I noticed some of you saying in the chat, that you just got some rain and like you've got things and there's a bit of flooding and bins and things down. Is that right? Someone had a tree on their car. I'll go through it shortly. All of the stuff. Okay. And hey, Sybil, how you going? I missed Sybil before. Okay, Mr. Action said Hurricane Helene just pops up on the Weather Channel radar. Is this a result of HARP? This has been going on a long time, right? If you look up, don't talk about the weather. That's one. And go into the HARP. So if you go into the weather modification rabbit hole and the HARP rabbit hole, which is end up meeting anyway, that is a very interesting rabbit hole to go down. HARP used to be the High Auroral Active Auroral Research Program. It used to be in Alaska, but I believe they've perfected it, and where they used to need quite a few acres of land or hectares or whatever you want to call it, I believe they have toned down that technology. There are even people out there who theorise that, you know, the weather stations that they've got, the government ones, that they have a little added bonus to them. They can do things. And I notice it all the time up here. It seems as if when it's going to snow, any cloud that goes to reach this mountain all of a sudden just disappears. And funnily enough, there's a weather station just at the top of the mountain there. Anyway, End Times News said it's strange Hurricane Helene is happening with such ferocity in what may be the most political year ever in the US, 2024. Like Americans aren't having a bad year already, including Floridians. I haven't researched HARP much, but here's a clip of NASA creating clouds and rain. And I'll probably get done for this, but this is Jeremy Clarkson, where he was out with NASA, and right in front of him, they made it rain. I'll show that one on, I'll get a copy, because I keep getting copyrights for everything now. Okay, and apparently Helene happened in 1958 as well. Same day. So there's a lot of people assuming this. Here we go. Anchol said 66 years ago, same Hurricane Helene, same date, same Category 4, same wind speed, same barometric pressure, same East Coast region to get hit now. Coincidence or HARP? See, there you go. September 24, went up to a Category 4 on September 26 before it subsequently reached its peak intensity with a maximum sustained winds of 150 miles per hour and a minimum barometric pressure of 930. There you go. I think we're going to see they're just playing with us now. Viola Bergeron will not comply. Good on you. Watch carefully. HARP, Higher Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. That's what it stands for. And it's HAARP. So if you look up HARP, which is a harp that you play, you know, those string things, that's what you'll find probably, but you've got to look up HAARP. It's a geophysical weapon so powerful it's a weapon of mass destruction using weather modification and manipulation. Okay, they got it. HARP is the only one among many such installation across the globe. Is that Super DARPA Highway? No, Super something highway, an array of high frequency radars now covering most of the northern and southern hemispheres. You know the radars? The weather radars? Yeah, those. Some of them, I believe. Dr. Jane Ruby said, is Helene a government operation? See energy beams from the ground shooting at the storm. And on this one, you'll see that. We get that all the time here too in Australia. You get those, just a line popping up in the middle of nowhere on your weather radar. It pays to pay attention to it. And you get these things. And not only that, I can show you from years ago, if they come up. It's taking ages to load. Okay, not there. Let me see if I can find one. Anyone? Hello? I'm sorry, I'm looking through my folders to see if I can find the... Here we go. If it'll load up. Okay, let me move this over. So you can see what I've been seeing for years. Okay, you've got that one. See the perfect, well, not perfect circle, but see this circle? I believe that's like a HARP thing, keeping the rain away from this area. What else have I got? Here's one of them with the, is that the right one? That didn't show up. Didn't click it properly, maybe. Oh, okay, now we're just opening up everywhere, are we? I'm opening up hundreds of pictures. Okay, is there another one? Nope, okay. Oh, that one doesn't show you. Okay, let's just keep. How did I get that? You'll see a line shortly. Those perfect circles, though, they don't happen. That doesn't happen. The rain just doesn't get here and stop all of a sudden around this circle. It just doesn't happen. I was trying to find one with one of those points that they were talking about that, projects out from the... I know I've got some somewhere, but I'd have to look for them, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now. But this type of thing, if you can see that. See how it looks like there's a center and there's like things shooting out from all angles? Yeah. As I said, it's a very interesting rabbit hole to go down. I'll have to go down it one day. Take you with me. Concerned citizens said, I was one of the people approving the chemicals. It's now collectively being admitted in order to combat climate change. Listen to chemtrail whistleblower and former military engineer Kristen Megan. It's no longer just a conspiracy, people. Wait until people find out the sheer extent of this. Let's have a listen to this lady.
So here with Kristen Megan, she's a military veteran, right?
Yes, I was in the U.S. Air Force for 9 years.
Wow. And you came out and blew the whistle on geoengineering, things that you witnessed were going on. Can you give us the real nutshell?
Absolutely. Basically, I had heard of what many people know as the term chemtrails. And I worked in a job called bioenvironmental engineering, and I thought that was insane. And why would we do something like that? Modify the weather by using hazardous materials in our atmosphere? So, and actually the process of trying to debunk it or disprove it, I realized it was actually coming right out of my office, as I was one of the people that was approving the chemicals. And it really shook the core of my oath. And I did a lot of sampling, did a lot of investigation, and I blew the whistle and I got out. And I've now used my credentials, my oath, and my powers for good to help people understand it's very real. It's now openly admitted. There are multiple forms of weather modification. I specifically found the one of stratospheric aerosol injection. And collectively around the globe, we have to understand that it is now being admitted because they're saying it's combating climate change. Well, the climate change we need to be worried about is man-made climate engineering, also known as geoengineering.
And when you say you had chemicals being pumped into the air, what kind of chemicals are they putting out that rain down on humanity, basically?
Nanoparticulate metals, like we had different sulfates and barium and strontium. I know it's probably changed over time. I know they use silver iodide for certain things. But these are the odd part of it was the quantities that I saw them coming in, the form that they were coming in. And it's the same type of materials that I was trying to engineer out of the workplace to substitute with safer materials. And when you notice that what's called the safety data sheet, the information about a chemical of what personal protective equipment to wear, how do you dispose of it, how do you pack it to ship it. When key information is missing, I ask questions. And my questions led to demonization, and I knew I found something I shouldn't have.
That's insane. So these metals are basically toxic for the humans, I would presume, or?
Yes, because it also has aluminum. And a lot of people will tell you, well, these things aren't horrible in small quantities. It's not small quantities, because when you are putting things above us, the dissipation rates are dependent on weather and climate, but it's getting into the food, it's getting into the soil. And around the world, these wastewater treatment plants, when it comes to pharmaceuticals, or these toxicants is what they're called, they are not able to filter them out. So if you're growing organic food, are we going to go back to the plexiglass barriers on our plants? I mean, it's horrible. That's why you can ban it anywhere. We've had states in the United States ban it, and that is great to get the ball rolling. But people really need to wake up to it, irrespective of any political party. It's not okay. And you're seeing a huge increase in neurodegenerative issues like Alzheimer's. It's really difficult for people with respiratory issues and asthma. And people are wondering why they have allergies 24/7, 365.
And I liked what you said about that climate change, or the change we experience in weather. Often we can't disconnect that from these geoengineering activities. Do you want to say something more about that? I mean, how do we feel that? Is there proof or so that is definitely coming from that?
Yes, there are places that openly admitted it. Remember Dubai? And then when people got upset, they retracted it, but the can was already opened. And the issue is, I know this sounds silly, but when you watch movies with time change, they say if you do something and something changes, it changes the ripple throughout time. If you are modifying the weather, you are messing with Mother Nature. And meteorology is a very, very thorough study. And I do know a lot of it because of my profession of plotting hazards. But it does not make sense when you are altering nature where things are not naturally supposed to occur. We had massive flooding in California, and we have a system called HARP that is in the United States. And the same people who demonized me 5-10 years ago are now going, wow, because they're finding it's openly admitted in all of our U.S. documents. The U.S. is absolutely not the only country doing it.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, thank you very much for coming out on that and letting humanity know what's going on. Thank you so much, Megan.
Thank you.
And I will just back that up by saying I remember when VW has water cannons, weather cannons. Hang on. To stop hail from hitting their cars. Okay. Any one of them. The Drive. Volkswagen stops using anti-hail cannons after farmers complain. Sounds like a story straight out of Asimov's science fiction, but the future is now. Financial Times reports that Volkswagen will stop using the weather-altering cannons it installed earlier this year in its Pueblo, Mexico factory due to complaints by local farmers. Unlike the ion cannons scattered across the exterior of an Imperial Star Destroyer, these cannons fire shockwaves of energy into the sky to prevent the formation of hail near the factory. The cannons fire automatically whenever conditions favourable to the formation of hail are detected. This prevents the brand new cars from being damaged by falling hail before leaving the factory. Do you get it? There's lots of things they can do. And like I said, they've just perfected the technology.
So here with Kristen.
Okay. Yeah, and, you know, you've heard of Bill Gates wanting to block the sun. Well, this is how he plans to do it, spraying chemicals on all of us. And I've known there was aluminium, barium, strontium, silver iodide. I have heard, it's theory, not fact until proven otherwise, red blood cells, all sorts of things. Sometimes there are black chemtrails, so you wonder what the hell's going on there. Neha Bisht said, breaking, the National Hurricane Centre has officially declared Hurricane Helene a major life-threatening Category 4 storm, with sustained winds now reaching 130 miles per hour. Stay alert and take necessary precautions. And then we've got like a little cartoon showing storm surge. Yeah, it's not cartoonish when it's actually happening to you, though, I'm sure. There's a nice weather day where the normal high tide is down here. And storm surge can make it... I wonder what they're doing in the ocean. Hey, what are those Google things floating around the ocean? You know, those bubble things? Okay, anyway, just a question I have. John Creemans, USA, said... Oh, God love you, Timmy. To repeat what I said in the comments, they have hail cannons near me for the crops. They send shockwaves into the sky using natural gas that ignites and creates a shockwave that prevents hail. This is old tech, so the government can do more. There you go. Thank you, Timmy. Appreciate that, you guys. And Timmy, I appreciate that information too. That is good to know. See? They have this technology and they have had for a long time. So, yeah, it's not really a theory, that one. But, you know, everything is until proven in a court of law. I have to say that. Okay, forget what Jim Cantor is saying. There's a Florida man waving a Trump flag during his broadcast. Go, mate, go. Yep, keep going, mate. Just do it, mate. Well done. Okay, and Grumpy Dad said this is Howard Franklin Bridge, Helene, Tampa Bay, Florida. Well, that doesn't look very good now, does it? I'd be freaking out. You wouldn't catch me trying to cross that bridge. Looks like you'd be floating over into the ocean somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be doing it. Peter Sweden said, breaking, the British Socialist government will ban landlords from renting out homes that don't meet new climate ratings. There's going to be a lot of empty homes. Many probably won't be able to afford to upgrade the energy efficiency of homes, causing a housing crisis. Socialism fails. Now, they did this with water here in Australia quite many years ago, actually. They went to everybody's home and put water restrictors in your showers, your taps. Yeah. Apparently they missed this one because I got some water pressure, mate. Let me tell you. I do have a fire. I don't even know what you call it, where they connect to my water main out the front and they can fight bushfires. It's a really big tube, really big tube, right? And they come up and they connect their hoses to that and they use the water. So during bushfire season, if there is a bushfire, you won't be using your water. It'll all be taken before it even gets to your house. Okay, Robert the Builder said October 1st, port strike. Be prepared just in case. Interesting how it's just in time for the election. Politics are important, but we must know what's happening. So there's a port, a few ports actually. Supplies, prescription meds, baking. Oh, hang on, what's he talking about? Oh, I don't know if this one is one that I may have to play on Rumble. But anyway, a lot of ports, not just one port in the US. There's a lot of ports that the people are going on strike. And that's not the only thing. A lot of people think that October's going to be the big, October surprise. I don't know. What's it going to be? I think they're going to try anything they can right now because they're losing every other way. So the last ways they're going to go. War, what's it good for, Jack breaks out, said Congress has no sessions planned for October. 0. The US government runs out of dollars midnight October the 1st. Congress just passed a spending bill, but Biden must sign it to stop the shutdown. In my opinion, Congress knows the US government shutdown is inevitable. Red October. It looked like there was nothing in August too, was there? Oh no, there's a couple of blued out areas. What's the blue? Senate only in session. Okay. So there's nothing at all for October going into and up to the 11th of November. Interesting. And a few days before in September. I think something's going to happen. I really do. And then we got this. Oh, dear God. Sky News Australia said 2 Sydney men have been charged for allegedly committing horror acts of bestiality on farm animals, filming the acts as well as secretly recording a child. Get them out, seriously. Where'd they come from? Come on, man. Send them home. If they're from Australia, put them in jail for a long time. Animals cannot consent. Children cannot consent. I don't know how they're not getting that through their thick heads, but anyway. Old Soldier said Lebanon used to be Paris of the Middle East. Then Hezbollah arrived. See, these are things I think the 3-letter agencies have invented to create disturbances in those countries. Rad said, so did you all know that from the 3rd of August 2024, there are no more paper property titles in Victoria? So what happens if the system crashes? Where's your property title go? Just a reminder, anything that's digital isn't safe. Why does this smell of you will own nothing and you'll be happy? Okay, I'm going to play this while I just run out and grab... Hang on, do I need to run out and grab them? I'm hoping I can listen to it as well. No, I'll have to run out and grab my cigarettes. So I'm going to play this for you while I run out. I'll be just one sec, guys.
From the 3rd of August this year, paper titles no longer exist in Victoria. So if you buy a property with cash or you pay off your mortgage, you're no longer going to get like a blue piece of paper like this showing your ownership on a property title. Rather, it's all going to be electronic, and you have the option of who's going to control that title electronically, which is either going to be your solicitor or conveyancer that did the job for you, the registrar of titles themselves, or you can just leave it with the bank, which is what most people end up doing. Now, if you've got a paper title that you've got before the 3rd of August, don't worry, they're still valid and they can be still used for future property transactions. But after the next dealing you do with that title, it will no longer be valid. It will all be electronic going forward. Whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, I'll leave that decision up to you guys. But yeah, fun fact, no more paper titles in Victoria.
Okay, and I'm hearing that. I don't think it's just Victoria either, but anyway. Clown Down Under. God help me, honestly. A Sydney daycare centre has banned the birthday cake, instead offering children a wooden cake to celebrate their big day. They can't eat that. Our country and future generations are in serious trouble emotionally, all controlled by the communist government. Sick. And they do this because there could possibly be a child with an allergy to something in that cake, and I don't know. It's insane.
He's ticked off.
A Sydney daycare centre has banned the birthday cake, instead offering kids a wooden cake on their big day.
Tasty, right?
There it is right there.
And this is happening apparently right across the country, with other daycare centres offering celebratory certificates, a birthday badge, even a birthday hat instead of a cake. It's becoming more and more common, but is it political correctness gone mad? I mean, is it even political correctness? It's just mad.
Yep, I understand his frustration. I believe he helped get us here, but hey, you know, I don't know. I might be wrong about that. Okay, Oz Integrity said on negative gearing, PM Albo is so rattled he almost exploded at Peter on AM Agenda this morning on Sky. Peter presses the PM, calling him a liar, and Albo can only do what Albo does. Blame Dutton. Blame the other side. Like they blame Trump. Everything's Trump's fault, right? Well, here in Australia, everything's Peter Dutton's fault. Even though he wasn't, it was Scott Morrison who was leader of the party at that time. Aussies see through Albo as a liar. Let's have a look at the little weasel.
Here's the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese. PM, good to see you. Thanks for your time this morning. So let's start off with trying to get some clarity, because investors do need it. Will you guarantee that you won't touch negative gearing and capital gains tax concessions?
Well, we have no plans to touch or change negative gearing. What we're concerned about is supply of housing, and this I'm not convinced it'll make any difference that's positive when it comes to supply.
OK, 2 words there, no plans. Problem is, you've said this before and then changed course. Might you do it again?
No, Pete, what we did with our income tax changes was to deliver a tax cut for every Australian.
Yeah, but you lied doing it. You lied. You were deceptive doing that.
Guess what, Pete? Well, if I did, so did Peter Dutton, because they voted for it.
OK, so
they voted for it.
But might you be lying again
they voted
on this?
For it. No, and I don't accept the premise of your question, Peter. What happened very clearly was that there was a massive change in circumstances, and we had a cost of living crisis that hopefully you've noticed, and we needed to deal with that by putting that downward pressure on inflation whilst we delivered support for people. So we changed the policy.
But when it comes to negative gearing and capital gains,
Parliament voted for it.
If we go to the current issue of negative gearing capital gains tax, might you change
course? Well, it's not a current issue.
Even though it certainly is.
No,
it's on the front pages of every paper at the moment. When you say there are no plans to change
that doesn't mean it's real. That doesn't mean it's real.
But when you say there are no plans to change capital gains tax or negative gearing, could those plans change?
Well, if you ask the same question, Peter, you get the same answer.
Well, I'm not getting a response to it. So can I ask again? Could those plans change?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're not listening, Peter. You've already asked it, and I've already answered it.
Yeah, but I'm asking. You said no plans, but could plans change?
Well, Peter, if you want to keep interrupting me, then this won't be. we won't get anywhere.
Why do I think he's talking through his teeth like this? He's clenching his teeth while he's talking. So, like, it just sounds very weird, you know, if I did that all the time. That's what he sounds like to me. Bo Loudon said Trump just asked how the father of the Butler PA shooter has the most expensive attorney in Pittsburgh. How did he get to this big law? How did he get to this big law firm from? How did he get this big law? I don't know. It's sort of strange. We know the fake news won't report it. Let's have a listen.
Why is it that the father of the shooter in the Butler instance has one of the best and most expensive lawyers in the entire state of Pennsylvania? How did he get to this expensive lawyer, big law firm, the biggest in Pittsburgh? Where did he get this big law firm from? It's sort of strange. Why is it that the...
Okay, I don't know. That was really bad sound. But he pretty much said, you know, it's sort of strange. Where did he get this big law firm from? We know the fake news won't report it. Interesting. Wouldn't be three-letter agencies helping at all, would it? Randy Quaid said the malicious prosecution of Trump, you know Randy Quaid, cousin Eddie from National Lampoons, shit is full. The malicious prosecution of Trump and all J6 protesters, especially now that we have the confirmation the FBI was entrapping people in a conspiracy to distract from the recount, tells you the CIA, FBI, and the deep state were playing with things. Full stop. Now they're trying to kill Trump to keep it from being exposed because they're counting things, right? That's why. This I'm going to have to play on Rumble. There's no way I can play that here. Senator Gerard Rennick said Labor have no answers. Now that I'm an independent senator, I can finally ask questions in question time. The Liberal Party never allowed myself or Alex Antic to ask questions. If the Australian government wants to repay the massive debt it has, it needs to stop profits from going offshore. Only way to tell if Australia is being ripped off is to look at the operating profit ratio declared by a multinational in Australia versus what its worldwide operating profit is. Pfizer, in 2022, for example, had an operating profit ratio of just 7% in Australia versus a worldwide operating profit ratio of 35%. It is clear evidence that Australia is allowing Pfizer to shift profits offshore that are breaching the arm's length transfer pricing rules. The ATO, Australian Tax Office, should take a closer look at this. The other issue that needs to be addressed when it comes to multinational tax avoidance are withholding tax rates. The withholding tax on royalties paid to Ireland is 10%, which added to the company tax rate of 12.5% means the total tax on profits sent to Ireland is 22.5%, 7.5% less than the tax on profits being retained in Australia. Given $1 billion was transferred to Ireland, this is a lazy $75 million that Pfizer can avoid in tax just through a few accounting entries. The easiest way to stop profits going offshore is to lift withholding taxes so that it costs more to shift the profits offshore than retain the profits in Australia. I've attached the withholding tax rates below in the link. As you can see, Australia is not charging enough withholding tax on royalties. Only the People's First Party AU has the skill set to actually reform Australia's tax system. Please register your support. So so far we've got Libertarian Party of Australia, Pauline Hanson, People's First Party. Okay? I'm trying to get as many small parties as I can for everyone to, list all the ones underneath and put the three big ones absolutely last. The Greens last, right? Always last, very, very last. Then Labor just second last and then Liberal after that. Oh, do you remember the time? The opinionated black woman auntie said, remember that time, you guys, when the hospitals were so overflowing with sick patients, but the hospital staff had time to choreograph dance routines video said routines inside those full to the brim hospitals and upload it to the internet. Do you remember? Yeah, I do. We will just look at them all dancing and, you got the ambulance people dancing. They're so flat out they had time to practice and dance. Okay? There's all these doctors and, yeah, they're really working hard, aren't they? By the way, I drove past our local hospital and it was dead silent during COVID. But hey, they had time to dance, mate. That's the main thing. I've never seen such marketing. Because, if there wasn't anything and there was no TV, radio or newspapers, you wouldn't even know the bloody thing existed. Peter Sweden said George Soros is buying 200 radio stations. Bill Gates had donated over $319 million to mainstream media, including the BBC. You have to realise something. The media is propaganda. Verica said we've all been conned. The term fossil fuel was created by the fallacy that oil came from fossils of dinosaurs. Oil and gas is an ever-renewable source of energy, completely replenishing itself, and oil is the next largest resource next to water. It should be dirt cheap, but the Rockefellers want to create the notion of scarcity so they could charge a premium price for it. And they've done this with diamonds, gold, you name it, they've done it. And this does not come from fossil fuel. It's not a fossil fuel. It renews itself. Okay, should we listen to this? Hopefully we won't get in trouble for listening to this one.
Rockefeller's plan to scam the world work. In the 19th century, oil was used to mainly lubricate steam engines, and being the second most abundant resource on Earth, it wasn't a valuable resource until it was discovered that it could be used as fuel, and the man leading the charge, John Rockefeller. Well, to increase profit, Rockefeller had to make it seem like oil was a scarce resource, sending his scientists to the 1892 Geneva Convention to put up the front that oil contained hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. Therefore, it had to have come from something organic, thus the term fossil fuels. However, it was never actually proven that oil came from fossils, and that while oil rigs drill up to 35,000 feet, a fossil has never been found below 16,000 feet. On top of that, Rockefeller donated over $180 million to the General Education Board, and now every textbook states that oil is a fossil fuel. So, did oil really come from fossils, or Rockefeller's plan to scam the world work? In the 19...
It did, yep. It did not come from fossil fuels, the scam. That's what it was. And Miranda's message, Yeshua is Lord, Priest and King, said, exactly, Rockefellers with the oil, science, media, academia, it's all smoke and mirrors, but pride comes before the fall, so not long now. What's this? A short trailer of the documentary The Scroll with the Seven Seals. This documentary is about a supernatural intelligence that has left a message to the earth for the end times. A supernatural intelligence is giving us a symbolic representation of the scroll with the seven seals that is in the book of Revelation. And what if that supernatural intelligence is Jesus? This is a short trailer. If you want to watch the full documentary, it's there. I don't know. I'll have to look at that later. Okay. Danabuska, I hope I said that right, said truth is not found, it's produced. I don't believe there were such things. But hey, that's just me. John Goddard said, are all cops useless? Well, not all of them. I just got robbed by a dodgy tradesperson. They took my money, purchased materials supposedly, and refused to do the work. I called the South Australian Police News to report it. They advised me to get legal advice because it's a civil matter, not criminal. My brother, I'm a civil litigation lawyer, and I can tell you that theft is a criminal matter. Why do we pay taxes just to get substandard services delivered by lazy public servants? Wow. This is quite amusing in the sense that the police believe this is a civil matter when it's theft, like taxation theft. I think in the interest of in keeping things fair, Mr. Goddard, you ruin his life simply because it's only going to cost you your time. However, do you value your time more over the materials? The other issue, how many more times has this individual done this to many others? When does it stop? Well, the police aren't stopping it because they don't think it's their jurisdiction. It's theft, isn't it? He's taken all the materials that the guy bought and the guy's money, and he's not done anything and he's left. That's theft. I don't know. I thought it was anyway. And Vandersteel said, breaking all hands on deck Americans, intelligence just in from the southern border that 9 surface-to-air missiles have been smuggled into the US across the Mexico border. The New Mexico border, sorry. Intended target, Trump Force 1. A confidential human source. Oh, remember when they said he'll be protected? He'll be on Air Force 1. Okay, a confidential human source relayed to Doc Pete Chambers and Baz Ark. Unconfirmed, possible Iranian origin, 3-man teams were intended to take delivery of the missiles. Members of Congress have been captured standing next to members of the cartel taking pictures. Speculated an operation of this size would require insider help, upper-level management, perhaps the intel community and or DOJ. The Sinaloa cartel is the only known organisation capable of facilitating an operation of this scope. 45 team knows. Trump tweeted about it. Americans are standing up, and we are the white hats you're waiting for. God bless America, and God bless President Trump. And Trump said, big threats on my life by Iran. The entire US military is watching and waiting. Moves already made by Iran that didn't work out, but they will try again. Not a good situation for anyone. I'm surrounded by more men, guns and weapons than I've ever seen before. Thank you to Congress for unanimously approving far more money to Secret Service. 0 no votes, strictly bipartisan. Nice to see Republicans and Democrats get together on something. An attack on a former president is a death wish for the attacker. A Trump plane is being threatened, apparently. So there you go. And Cat Turd is in Florida as well, who said the power's been out for a few hours. I think they're in Florida anyway. Weather is completely calm was when the power went out, so not sure why. I noticed one oak tree in my back pasture is down, but it was a tree that was leaning really bad and splitting down the middle that I was going to have removed soon. Anyway, because I knew it was in danger of falling. Besides that, it never really got bad here. Not sure there was ever a gust more than 30 to 40 miles per hour or so. It did rain a ton, but that's it. There was never any thunder, lightning or anything that even felt like a storm. It just poured all day. I'm exhausted from all the days of prep and no sleep, but thankful it never really materialised here. And what's this? Braveheart Bell said, I'm still laughing over this video you posted. What was this? Looks like a comedy video. Oh, no. Because I hovered over the home button. Hang on one sec, guys. While I get back there. Oh, got a long way to go down to get there. Just don't want to make you motion sick, so I'm scrolling to get back where I was, and it's a long way down. Yep. It's a long way. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Oh, that song makes more sense now. Okay. Okay. This is what I wanted to have a look at. Looks like a funny video.
We're coming to you live now from Florida. The hurricane we've been waiting for, the storm of the century, is here. We waited 3 days. They let the kids out of school early. I'm not sure why, but they've been here. It's been a good time. But it's really coming down now. It's coming in hot. You can really tell that climate change is a real thing because I've never seen storms like this. It's just wet and it's wild from all angles. Rain's supposed to come from the sky, but it's coming all over the place. What we need is common sense change. We need common sense change right now. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my dog's already died 3 times. I mean, once when I left the door open, that was my fault. She should have been on a leash. But it's okay. It's okay. We're going to survive this. We're going to come together. We're going to make this work because we'll survive as long as we keep sending money overseas. We're coming to you live now.
Yeah, that's a good one. I thought that was quite funny. Okay. Malcolm Roberts said a reputable study says that 70 to 80% of carbon credits are devoid of integrity. This is a market that's costing Australia roughly $5.5 billion based on carbon credit units that even the Greens agree is a scam. This is driving up prices even higher in the middle of a cost of living crisis. It's time to stop the corruption and cancel these ridiculous net zero policies. And I agree. Like, seriously? The Greens have gone stark raving mad or are overdosed on psychedelic drugs. Obviously, that is a Photoshop picture. And this person says that the government is researching reverse-engineered UFO tech. Okay, believe that if you will. I just think it's lost hidden tech that's been lost and hidden from us. That's what I think it is. I don't think it's alien tech. I think we had it before. But if you know, they keep every 100 years or 200 years or whatever it is, they make us all start again. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hit a key on my keyboard and it's gone back again. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. As you can tell, I'm not a professional reporter. I'm a professional nothing at all. I am someone sitting in my room looking at all this going, what the fuck is going on here? And I'm sure a lot of you are too. Okay, we're back to where I was. That was that one, the carbon credit thing. Craig Kelly said what it means for the bill is that there's a chance it could get defeated in the Senate. All the Libs will now vote against it. I think this is a mis- and disinformation bill, is it? Although with Senators Rennick, Babbitt, Hanson and Roberts. If a few of the other independents sniff the breeze, Labor can't get it through the Senate. And if Labor know they can't get it through, they'll pull the bill rather than face the humiliation of losing the vote. That's why we need to keep the pressure on. Also to keep the pressure on the Libs to get an ironclad commitment for them to make an election promise to repeal the bill. And because someone asked him, what does that mean for the bill? In response to Peter Dutton finally standing up and reversing his decision. Because it affects our free speech. It's undemocratic to even suggest this bill. Those who've proposed it should be removed from government. I agree, fully, actually. Nick, there you go. When the government decides what is disinformation and what is the truth, you no longer live in a free society. You live under totalitarianism. Then we got this, Shadow of Ezra. Residents of the quiet English village of Rochdale are in a panic after a towering 27-foot demonic baby doll statue was erected. Looming over the town, this eerie figure was installed as part of a new campaign aimed at encouraging school children to discuss environmental issues. If I was a child, that'd probably scare the shit out of me. Children are expected to speak to the doll named Lilith, sharing their plans for protecting animals and nature. Look, I'm all for protecting animals and nature, right? To the extent that we possibly can, other than animals eating each other, which you can't stop that. This would scare the shit out of me if I was a kid. And it's bloody looks awful. Where else have I seen a bunch of strange baby dolls laying around? Oh, yeah, that's right. At these places. The weirdos. Look at them. And they call themselves elite. But look at them. Elite what? Jokers? Elite con men? And women? Yeah, lovely. Great. Yeah, shove that apple right down your gob Yeah, look at them. A lot of them wear bird cages too. I believe that means that they are under some kind of MK Ultra. There's the babies, baby dolls. Sorry, not babies. Dolls and mannequins and I'm sure they now use like people. Do not make peace with evil, destroy it. Yeah, I couldn't imagine anything worse. Yep, okay, and they have, yep. The Liberal are now responding reverse track on the bill that they supported, which is the mis- and disinformation bill. And Alexandra Marshall said, I think the experts in our society are the biggest pack of morons have ever lived, and those who agree with gatekeeping knowledge are the useful idiots. And that was in response to Nick saying, I'm interested in your thoughts on a society where people with no specific education in it. Pardon me. Now I've just whacked the microphone. Okay. He's interested in people with no specific education in a topic or experience that can make comments and be paid for them. I think this is a blight on modern society. Show outrage without evidence, knowledge, experience for income. So in other words, he's saying, I believe he's trying to say that he sides with our government because people who have no education in a topic or experience can make comments and be paid for them. Yeah, well, this guy here seems to be a useful idiot. Okay, DOQ said Trump in NYC, Biden in NYC, Putin in NYC, Zelensky in NYC, Netanyahu in NYC, Diddy in NYC, Mayor Adams in NYC, Sam Bankman in NYC. Fuck is going on? I said that round the wrong way. What the fuck is going on? Rob Smith said with his celebrities shot to pieces, Anthony Albanese has resorted to abuse. And we know that because he was yelling at the reporter, saying, not yelling at him, but like you could see him getting frustrated. And he blames Dutton, even though Dutton wasn't there at the time. Old Soldier said BlackRock can buy houses in Australia and get tax benefit. You can't. ALP tax policy. The Australian Labor Party tax policy. BlackRock can buy houses in Australia and get benefits, tax benefits. And then Cat Turd pointing out something is off about the reporting of this hurricane. How bad was it really, guys? You guys that live in Florida? Bad Hombre said it's not even noon yet, and so far Biden's Secretary of Commerce called for Trump to be extinguished for good. Whoopi Goldberg compared Trump to a bug that needs to be swatted as Biden mimics squashing a bug. They're not hiding their intentions. I think she mimics squashing a bug. Let's have a look.
Then he just wouldn't go. He was like a bug. He just kept being there. He was like a bug right there. So you felt... Then he just wouldn't go. He was like a...
Got it. I see where he slapped the table like, yep. Yeah, lovely. Cody Bear said, Whoopi Goldberg, you've been a bad, bad girl. Whoopi with Weinstein and Whoopi with P. Diddy. Again. Okay. Nick Sautor said, breaking, President Trump just called on Nancy Pelosi to be prosecuted for insider trading. Hell yeah. Pelosi and her husband just made millions dumping Visa stock immediately before the DOJ decided to pursue action against them, causing the stock to tank, I believe, not rank. This happens quite a lot. These aren't coincidences. Lock her up. And I'll let you hear him say it himself.
And Nancy Pelosi has a little problem because her husband sold their Visa stock. They had a lot of Visa stock one day before Visa was announced that Visa is being sued by the Department of Justice. Think of that. Nancy Pelosi sold vast amounts of Visa stock one day before the big lawsuit that we all read about a few days ago was brought against Visa. You think it was luck? I don't think. She should be prosecuted. Nancy Pelosi should be prosecuted for that. And Nancy Pelosi has a little problem because...
And all of them for all the insider trading they do, because how the hell do they get into politics and end up multi-millionaires? I'd like to know. Yep, Gunther Eagleman said Nancy Pelosi should have been in prison years ago. She should have been. Craig Kelly said, given what Trudeau did to his own people during COVID, there's something very perverse about him being awarded an Order of Freedom. But then again, here in Australia, the biggest COVID villain of all, Daniel Andrews, has been awarded with the nation's highest civilian honour, the Companion of the Order of Australia. Oh, when he should be behind bars. That's not the only thing. He's getting a statue, apparently. True North said PM Trudeau accepts the Order of Freedom from Ukraine's President Zelensky. Yeah, that means absolutely freaking nothing. Look, if I got anything from this guy, I would be laughing. I would not take it seriously. Anyway. Katie said, Victorian response, let's immortalise Dan Andrews' image in bronze. What an absolute mockery on Victorian citizens. Dan Andrews destroyed Victoria. He's a criminal. Katie said, don't ask me why I loathe Dan Andrews. Under his directives, we were locked down for 262 days. That's a couple of months off a year. We had a curfew and needed paperwork to prove we were leaving home for essential reasons. We had a 5-kilometre radius restrictions. We were considered selfish for wanting to see the sunset. We were not to drink coffee out on the streets. We were told a QR code to even take a child to the playground outside. Sand poured at skate parks to deter children from using the facilities. Playgrounds taped up as hazardous. We were bullied to wear masks and manipulated to take jabs that didn't deter the spread or reduce the symptoms as it would have us believe. People are having related injuries, blood clots and deaths. And us that didn't take it were demonised, and barred from most services, even places of worship. Escalated numbers of children were cutting self-harming. People taking themselves out were prevalent amongst all age groups. We were unable to protest, although we did. Fines were in excess of $1,000, in excess of thousands of dollars. Elderly unable to see their loved ones, shattered by being kept safe, locked up to rot. Drones spied on us. Police shot at us with rubber bullets. Police were doing patrols of parks, streets and houses. Never forget what they did to us. And that was just Victoria. So that's a state that's underneath me here in Australia. And this just reminds me of generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction. I don't know if I've sang that right. Anyway, Rad said, prototype of Dan Andrews' statue has been revealed. The pig. And they're all doing it. Mates said they're down to the last two choices of a statue for Dan Andrews. A car running over a bicycle and a kid on the bike, or the Baphomet. Yeah, either any, or, yep, they're fine for him. And Prince Carlton said Megan Fox, the Hollywood actress, has erased all her tweets from the last 11 years, joining singers Usher and Pink in a wave of tweet deletions after P. Diddy's arrest. And, of course, fact check by YouTube video, x.com with Pink with replies, celebrity9.com.au, webarchive.org, abcnews.go.com, thedailymail.co.uk, theusmagazine.com. Okay. I still believe that Megan Fox has done that because there's a reason. So I like that anyway. Okay, Shadow of Ezra, the creepy relationship between Ellen DeGeneres and Diddy is under fresh scrutiny as new speculative questions arise surrounding the death of famous hip-hop dancer Twitch, officially ruled as a suicide. Allegedly, Twitch possessed stark compromising evidence involving both DeGeneres and Diddy. Ellen DeGeneres, and that's the, she calling him Cuddle McSnuggle stuff. Okay. What do we got? Matt Wallace said developing male prostitutes hands over footage of Diddy freak off to feds. A lot of people still don't want to believe me yet, but I'm telling you, hundreds of celebrities are about to go down. And would you believe my neighbour's still moving out 2 weeks later? I have to shut that window in a minute. Ooh. Okay, so apparently, was that a male prostitute? I don't know. And Shadow of Ezra again. Diddy's lawyer has confirmed he's prepared to testify in court, potentially exposing other high-profile figures in an effort to reduce his sentence. I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. I think he's very eager to tell his story, and I think he'll tell every part of his story. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to all 3 charges and was denied bail. Yeah, let's have a look. Coyote Junction said, this is Diddy telling the elites, get me out of here or I'll expose you all. I don't think they can. And Shadow of Ezra again. A tunnel was discovered in Diddy's luxurious Los Angeles mansion, an underwater swimming tunnel leading to a mysterious grotto, reminiscent of ancient and modern human use of caves. Despite the discovery, the federal government has yet to release any photos of it. The mainstream media insists there are no connections between this tunnel and the nearby Playboy mansion just located just minutes away. And you know what the Playboy mansion was, don't you? It is another Epstein thing. I believe, that's just my opinion, but I do believe that it was another Epstein thing. Honeypot thing. Diana Wallace said rumours are circulating it's not baby oil the feds confiscated, but thousands of bottles of GHB at P. Diddy's place, and a drug known on the streets as liquid ecstasy. The drug is a clear, slippery liquid that once applied to the body acts as a performance-enhancing additive, mentally and physically paralysing an individual, and is known to cause comas and seizures. Look, I believe it can be used for good or bad. Yeah, that's not the real photo, is it? It's AI generated, that one, apparently. And that one. But anyway, again, Shadow of Ezra, former record executive Suge Knight revealed to Chris Cuomo that a former Interscope Records employee's job was to deliver underage girls to artists and staff to have sex with them, and claimed Diddy has been involved with the FBI throughout his entire career. What did I say about these 3-letter agencies? He's been involved with the FBI throughout his entire career. Knight also alleged the person who helped start Diddy's company with drug money was released from prison by President Obama. Now, all these are maybe accusations, but until proven in a court of law, we just got to take them as that. According to Knight, music industry titans like Clive Davis and Russell Simmons groomed Diddy, which in turn allowed him to groom artists like Usher and Justin Bieber for power and control. And Sue Elena, because people in the comments, you've got to read the comments too, because people in the comments bring more info. Did you know Doug Emhoff's ex-wife Kirsten's production company Pretty Bird Pick was a co-defendant with Suge Knight? After Doug married Kamala, he made sure his name was at the top of order the judge signed to dismiss the case against Kirsten's company. Kirsten owes Kamala and Doug big time. Wow, interesting. Okay. Then we've got J.B. Hassan Pfeffer. The United States government is in charge of every honey trap situation that's involved in high-profile entertainment politics. These artists are all expendable. I won't rest until this man is behind bars. Showing Obama. And again with P. Diddy. And Cat Williams warned us about P. Diddy and everyone else. Let's have a little listen.
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Gee. I kind of get one here.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me, one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
oh, because,
I was gonna ask you that.
Because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing...
You will tell it?
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it.
There you go. Cat Williams. AK said Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur tried to warn the world decades ago it got Knight arrested and Tupac killed. Or Tupac, sorry. World Hall of Fun. Tupac warned us about Diddy. Tupac explains Diddy set up him getting shot.
So do you think Puffy was involved in the shooting?
Only they can answer that question. Right. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. Right. I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I could say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. Right. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. Right. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. Because you seen what I said in the Vibe article. I basically bowed out and was gonna go ahead about my life. The next issue, that wasn't even the next issue because them cowards waited about 4 issues before they got their story together. 4 issues later, half of New Yorkers commenting on me getting shot. And before, they was all like, we didn't see nothing. In the first issue, read it, Vibe viewers. Nobody seen shit. The 4th issue, when they came back with a reply, everybody knew what I did. They knew what I said. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in acts? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the bullet. The police found it, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work. They found the bullet. Oh, you found the bullet, huh? So what is this other shit in me then? What was the doctors talking about? What? Can you explain these other holes in me? How'd I get gunpowder all over me? That insulted my intelligence. So yes, I did say Thug Life was there. Yes, I bowed out, all of that. But when they said that, they breathed new life in me. Yeah. And Thug Life not only became a rap group, but it became a way of life for life for me. Because they disrespected me, my name, my family, what I had been through. They said that I couldn't be in pain. I could not feel. I could not be hurt.
Is there still a beef going on with you and Biggie?
It was never.
Now there's music. They always do this to me. Don't put the music in there. I'm going to play this one on Rumble. Free Thinker Fitness said Diddy had Tupac taken out, allegedly. And I think I'll play that one on Rumble as well. Oh, that's Charlemagne the God is now involved, caught up in it as well, apparently. I don't know if you know who Charlemagne the God is. It's a radio guy. He's on YouTube or something now. The Greenback said the FBI and CIA probably have both the Epstein and Diddy files. With that much blackmail on celebrities and politicians, they can do anything they want. But isn't there another 3-letter agency involved now? B2 said Suge Knight is a bad dude. 2 things can be true at once, though. He can be a terrible human, but also be telling the truth. 100% about this Diddy situation. Okay, there's a whole lot there. Matt Wallace said, breaking, 50 Cent reveals he's creating a docu-series exposing Diddy and the crimes of the Hollywood elite. I believe he's been creating it for years. Travis said, with everything happening between Diddy and his parties. It's refreshing. Oh, I'm going to have to play that on Rumble because it's a song. And Shadow of Ezra said Kobe Bryant attended a Diddy party 1 month before his helicopter crash, which I did report before. And yes, we should be asking Chrissy Teigen as well. Who else? I normally share these with the photos of who's in them. Chrissy Teigen saying, I'm about to Anthony Weiner this kid. Liz Churchill says it's not P. Diddy, and there's Hunter. Hunter Biden with, looks like very young ladies. Don't, I want to say children, but I mean, they kind of do look very young. And Dustin Mills said, breaking news, Jay-Z and Beyonce officially under investigation by the Southern District of New York, but there's no proof. Okay, that seems to be it for now. Okay, we'll go back to... How you going, guys? We will go back to the chat and see what's happening here. I'll bring this one over, actually, because I'm way back in this chat. Sybil said the missing kids prove them guilty already. Most appreciated, Hev. And Deb said, Deb R. I'm going to call you Deb R. because the other Deb as well. I still have my heart on the side blocking messages. Yeah, the heart in the way. Krummel said Will Smith. Yep, you got it right. I just couldn't think of who it was. My God. Timmer said, well, they certainly aren't ladies, are they, lol? And, yep, everyone was going, Owen, it's Owen Wilson. J1 said, haven't watched a movie in 7 years. And Deb J said, Owen Wilson. And Alex said, I think his brother played in the film Idiocracy. And damn it, Mandy, how you going? Good to see ya. Sybil said, hi there, Deb. Happy Friday and all in the chat. Everyone's saying hello. Deb said, yes, kitties need to email their kitty friends. Yeah, in the middle of the night, right? If I leave my keyboard on and the cats jump on this desk, I've got two screens. They'll both light up and I'll be blinded by the light in the middle of the night. Going, what's going on? Who turned the light? Oh, it's the cats again. And damn it, Mandy said, Alex, how you going? It's been a minute. Damn it, Mandy said, J-Lo should be panicking. They're reopening that gun case from 25 years ago. Yes, the shooting. Well, he shot another lady in the face with it. Diddy did. She said it came from Diddy. Alex said his brother, his name is Luke Owen Wilson. Krimmel said Kris Jenner is panicking for sure. I'm sure they all are. The whole Kardashian family and their Jenners and whoever else they are. Deb said, I was thinking the same thing about the cartoon. And Carol, how you going, Carol? Good to see ya. Wow, I missed you somewhere in there. I was only checking the comments every now and then, though, so while I was reading. And Deb said, yes, you were loud enough, Hev. Thank you. It's good to see you guys all in here. J1 said black versus white. Sadly, it's still the same bird. Definitely. Alex said, I think they should all be panicking. No cruel deed will not be paid back, and I reckon these folks who thought the dark was the way to go are about to find out. Definitely. And Geoloft, how you going? Damn it, Mandy said, Carol, hello, beautiful. Are you all getting anything off this hurricane? Yeah, that's what I want to know. How is it going? That's what I want to know. Yeah, Alex said my mic's all good. Good stuff. Carol said, damn it, Mandy, just normal rain. Wow. And Deb said, instant amnesia, John. Sybil said, they're all in trouble and they know it. Hey, Luna, how you going? Good to see ya. How's the family? How you doing? How's Mummy? Alex said, these monsters are all sick. Damn it, Andy said, hard to fact-check things when the internet's controlled by the left. They print what they want out there, truth be damned. Yeah, not only that, they've been deleting things. Like, okay, for years, since 2008, I have been on the internet looking at all of this stuff, right? Now, I've noticed from 2008 till now, they have deleted a lot of stuff. You used to be able to search HARP. You used to get all the conspiracy sites up. You used to be able to search HARP on YouTube and you'd get all the conspiracies coming up. Now you just get, I don't even know, news, mainstream news. People debunking it? I don't know. But they've removed a whole lot of things off the internet. And it's not just YouTube, it's the internet itself. So when you Google search things, the search, there's actually a dead internet theory. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's on YouTube. You should go and look it up. And I believe they're half right. They've just been removing things from the internet. But I get it, damn it, Mandy. It's hard to fact check anything these days. So what I'm saying is all theory, and it could be true. Deb said they'll need the tunnels because they will not be able to walk the streets. I think so too. Alex said, indeed, the hunters have fallen short. Hey, Dealey, how you going? And Shannon, how you going, Shannon? Good to see ya. Hey, Susie, how you going? Shannon said, just woke, spelling hasn't cocked in yet. Yeet. Your spelling hasn't kicked in yet. I get you. Yeah, when I do that, I just, like, if I make a lot of spelling mistakes, I'll go, I can't spool anymore. My spooling's bad. Damn it, Mandy said Taylor Swift lost 3 million Swifties when she declared her love for Harris. I'm sure they aren't old enough to vote, lol. Yeah, but their parents, I believe. A lot of them, their parents are going, I'm not letting my daughter, no way. She's not going to any more Swiftie concerts and she's not following you. She's not getting any more of your records or whatever you call them. They're not records anymore. Geez, how old am I? Cassettes? No, they're not cassettes anymore. They're DVDs and downloads. That's what they are now. Geez, I'm old. Sherry said, hello, everyone. Getting pretty rough here, getting winds and rain from the hurricane. I live all the way in Indiana. My power keeps flickering and a tree fell across my street. Scary stuff. Wow. Shannon said, who paid my late fart? Late fee? Well, I don't know. Deb paid and Timmy paid. So there you go, Shannon. Deb J said, uh-oh, Shannon's here. And Deborah R said, prayers for you, Sherry. Susie said, I was just about to go out and saw you guys. Yay, more fun staying in. Oh, God love you. Okay, and Menacing Muskrat. Hello, Shannon. How's Socks? Socks is Shannon's kitty cat. Tim has said, oh, my God, she's as dumb as a box of hair. Yeah, that girl who, you know, she wasn't a Scientologist. I believe she meant to say scientist. And she was not an earthquakeologist. And I'm glad she's not because they're called geologists. Damn it, Mandy said, Sherry, I'm with you. The rain and wind is bad. Trash cans on the roads, a tree on my hood, flooding everywhere. Oh, really? Geoloff said, Judge Joe read off the Diddy charging document along with an indictment is 14 pages long, 3 charges, one of which is civil, 2 criminal. The 2 criminal charges are weak and the kicker Homeland Security. That's it. DHS. Let's see how we go. Carol said, damn it, Mandy, be careful, hun. Yep, definitely. Tim said, please make it stop. It's like listening to Kamala talk. Shannon said, hey, Muskie, Socks woke me earlier but fell back to sleep, hence I'm late. Susie said, hi, Sherry, everyone. Sherry said, yep, damn it, Mandy, same here. Deb said, yes, we all woke up not dead today. I was watching someone and someone said, like if I wake up dead, and I'm just like, well, you're not going to wake up if you're dead. Sorry, but not happening. By the way, guys, I'm going to be off for most of this week. I have to go and mum sit. You can't call it babysitting because it's my mum. I'm going out to look after my mum while my daughter goes on a holiday for 4 days. So from Monday to Friday this week, I will not be there here at all. Sorry about that. I'll try. I'll see what I can do in between all the stuff I've got to do. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Oh, just checking. It was my son coming back. Yes, we did. We all woke up not dead today, and that's a good thing. It's always a good day when you don't wake up dead. Alex said, I think the world is splitting in half. There have been things like this in Africa and loads of other places too. We're living in biblical times. Luna said, oh, God, the world is in trouble with people like that being the future. She needs to learn a little bit more. She needs some education. Yeah. D-Lee said, Tim Air, right? Like visuals of Harris word salad. And Deb J said, damn it, we had winds here on the east coast of Florida, but wasn't bad. Thank God. Menacing Muskrat said, indeed, Alex, we're witnessing the last days. Oh, I've got a frog in my throat now. Ribbit. Okay. Alex said, Timmy like nails down a chalkboard. Shannon said, proven I'm patient office and with my own eyeballs. Proven I'm patent office and with my own eyeballs. I think you need to wake up a bit more, Shannon. Unless that's just something that's going over my head. Shannon said, thanks for paying my late fee. Damn it, Mandy said, Carol, thank you. It's been a day trying to get my cats rounded up from outside. My porch was standing water, so I put their waterproof houses out. I hope they get in. Yeah, God love you. Geoloff said security bot only is the lead agency with FBI assistance, but also DHS was the actor in the home raids, evidence collection. According to him, it's not about justice, but using justice to cover someone. Wow, we'll see what happens. Menacing said, thank you, Deb. Awesome. Susie said, so they say next to go will be Snoop Dogg and Jay-Z. Leonardo DiCaprio has skipped town. 5-0 wants him for questioning. There you go. Yeah, Alex said, please stay safe, Sherry. Carol said, damn it, Mandy, cats are smart. They know to be safe. Yes, they are. Mine hide under my house. It's funny because when my internet went out for 2 days, I thought maybe the cats rushing under the house has taken a wire out. But it was actually out the front. The people were doing the NBN. Oh, it's an internet shit thing here. And, connecting wires out the front on the street and that. Yeah, well, ours was off for 2 days because one of their wires wasn't working. I don't know what it was. But they did it. They turned me off for 2 days. I thought it was a fault in my house. It wasn't. Shannon said, I just did a life sentence at my old job, lol. Oh, really? Menacing Muskrat said, Deb, was that done on Stripe? No, it was done on Streamlabs. If you do it on Streamlabs, it pops up on the screen and you get like a little noise, like a little ding. It's good, actually. It lets me know what's going on, so that's the main thing. Alex said, so glad you could make it, Susie. Yep, Deb said, no Streamlab menacing. Shannon said, I sent some money to Jamie, but he couldn't afford to do anything for his son's birthday. Oh, because he couldn't afford to do anything for his son's birthday? Oh, that's sad. Yeah, I bet you he's getting hammered too. He's on YouTube, isn't he? He'll be getting hammered. Susie said, me too, Alex. I miss you guys when I don't get to see you. Yeah, you should have seen me for 2 days going. Shit, I don't know. Like, trying to listen to any YouTube videos was, like, painful. And if you weren't in the right spot, it'd just sit there loading, with a little circle in the middle. Sue said, Muskrat, what does your hello mean with double Qs? Shannon said, UFOs probably aren't cheap to service, I imagine. Yeah. Alex said there's been major flooding in the UK too, even tornadoes. That's pretty much unheard of. Something is definitely up. Uncontrollable CTs or a taster of God's wrath to come. D. Lee said weather warfare. That's what I think. Geoloff said, Deb Jones, over here on the northeast coast, we have some tree branches snap and power outages. Other than that, there wasn't much to the storm here. Thank God for a Cat 4. It could have been much worse. Luna said, Lee, I'm okay watching Hev from my hospital bed. Oh, you all right? I hope that there's nothing wrong. Hope you're doing very well and you're just having a checkup or something. J1 said, once you go 5 kilometres past your city zone, your CBDC digital currency turns off. Exactly. Alex said, I've heard they are maybe going to try and project BB mid-October. Police have apparently been given a handbook on possible invasions. Demons, I tell you. Demons, lol, Shannon. Yep, maybe demons. If there is aliens, I believe they're demons. Deb said, fix the bloody roads. I know. Seriously, my car is like bolts are going to start coming out of my car. Screws and bolts and all sorts of things just going to start dropping off it. Next, a wheel will drop off, then the battery might fall out and something else will fall off. And seriously. Yeah, Dealey said, Luna, are the babies okay? Yeah, I'm hoping you're all right. Susie said, Alex, it rained sideways here all day yesterday and was chilly. A week ago I had 2 fans on my bedroom and was sleeping with just a sheet. The weather is bonkers. Yeah, we've gone back to winter here. It turned spring at the beginning of September here in Australia, and for the last few days we've gone back to winter. The fire's lit. It's that cold. Everyone's asking, are the babies okay, Luna? Yep. Shannon said, these cameras just encourage picnics, not slower driving. Yeah, I know. Deb said, Gio, we didn't lose power. I feel bad for those who got pounded. Shannon said, Luna, you're alive. Alex said, might find a few space shops in the Chinese EV graveyard. Shannon? Space shops or spaceships? Luna said, they tried coming earlier than we were planning, so I'm here to help them, keep them in as long as my body lets happen. Everyone is healthy and well. Oh, good to hear. Oh, thank God, Luna. Keep us updated. God love you. If you can, that is. I know that's going to be busy. Goodness me. And Deb R. said, sending you all so much love, Luna. Dealey said, great news, Luna. Stay in bed, maybe get a sketchbook or a diary. Alex said, same here. It's been battering down with rain the last few days. Luckily, there was a little let off today, but it's not supposed to be -4 degrees Celsius here tonight in September. Wow. Deb said, we might as well pay for our sin again to the church. J1 said, Bill Gates' aviation fuel is probably made from dead babies. Oh, I know. Until proven in a court of law, it's all theory, though. Oh, my God, I don't know how much I have to say that. Dealey said, keeping you in my thoughts and prayers, Luna. Deb said, Luna needs a spooky too. They might get all active and start really kicking, though, like. Deb says, so glad what I smoke you are less likely to mind control. I'm Irish too. There you go. Alex said, I might be able to ice skate on the pond down the road tomorrow. Wow. Deb said, yes, I've been trying to get some of my sick friends to get spooky too. It's a pity Timmer doesn't have no, I don't think anyone has, one of those codes that you give. No, I don't think they do that. I don't know if Spooky Doo does that. Dealey said that mayor was inducted into Freemasonry exactly a year before. There's a reason why they're showing this. There you go. Damn it, Mandy said Eric Adams is a piece of shit and needs to go. He's the one that invited the migrants and spent millions and millions to house them and gave them local voting rights. Wow. There you go. Yeah, well, then he was saying, no, he can't because it was too overcrowded. There was too much crime going on. It was making him look bad, so he said something, and now the Democrats are after him. Susie said, have you guys been watching Candace Owens? She discovered lots of discrepancies with Camilla's backstory. Looks like she descends from a wealthy Irish slavers and may have no African heritage. I heard that, Susie. I've been watching Candace Owens. If you haven't, it's on YouTube. She goes into Kamala's family history. Very interesting, believe me. Sherry said, prayers, Luna, my granddaughter is having a hard pregnancy. She's always sick and right now has a kidney infection. She's not in good health. Oh, prayers for Sherry's granddaughter and for Luna. God love you both. Shannon said, Candace Owens is a good doco on Michael Jackson. I watched that too. I suggest you watch it. I did. He was set up, thrown under the bus. Like I thought. I thought he was innocent for a long time. And it's kind of been proven. Alex said, sending you loads of love and prayers, Luna, but I bet you can't wait to meet them, providing all is well, of course. God love you and the twins. D. Lee said, goldenrod tea helps flush kidneys. Luna said, be right back. My midwife just came in the room for my checks. Yes. Sherry said, is it safe for pregnant women, D. Lee? Goldenrod tea. I don't know. D. Lee said it came from God, Sherry. Alex said, love and prayers to you and your granddaughters too, Sherry. Tim A. said, off to Rumble then, lol. Sherry said, true, D. Lee. SW said, it's been a hard day's night, guys. There you go. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. Alex said, these rules are made up by a bunch of pedos. Debs Jones said, bye-bye, Toyota. Hey, Zal, g'day, Hev, and all. Great chat, gang. Alex said, millstones. Yep, millstones tied around their neck, thrown into the ocean. No, that's how they used to do it in the old days. I think now they got better ways of doing it, don't they? Shannon said, true, Alex, they look after each other. Tim S. said, Deb, let whoever you're recommending Spooky to, let them know. The software is not the easiest. Be prepared to read the manual that comes with the software installation. The paper manual sucks. Okay. I'm good with reading the instructions. The instructions. I meant to say that then. I always say the instructions. No one else ever reads them in my family. I always say, did you read the instructions? No, just put it together. That's why this chair is like... Oh, it won't make it now, of course. When I'm not expecting it, it does weird noises. I swear it's not me. Damn it, man, he said 800 numbers are free for the US. I know we used to have 1-800 numbers here in Australia, and they used to be free. I don't know if they still are. But they were 1-800 numbers. SW and D. Lee said, Sherry, it grows wild and is about at the end of its harvest season. If you can't find any and want some, I can send you some. Alex said, yeah, you always find pedos in the most so-called trusted positions exploiting children instead of protecting them, Shannon. Makes me sick. Shannon said, if gun manufacturers can be held liable for what customers do with their products, Toyota's in trouble thanks to the Taliban. Yeah. Remember the Taliban all had brand new Toyota Hiluxes. Were they Hiluxes? Toyota trucks, utes, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, exactly. Sal said all major companies are infiltrated by the cabal minions to push the woke inclusive nonsense. SW said don't forget Land Rover too. Oh, really? Oh, no. Tim S. said, that being said, it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it since it's open source software. I'm consulting with a programmer who's going to assist me with making the software more intuitive. Oh, good stuff, Tim A. Luna said, okay, I'm back now. Alex said, whoops. Zal said, Ellen degenerate. Yes, I agree. J1 said, SW. With some sunnies as well. Shannon said, that's because the sharks are always where the fish are. Dealey said, spot on, Shannon. Hey, George, how you going? Shannon said, Pink has described the delete button. I wonder why. Sal said, more like plankton these days, Shannon. Alex said, even if he doesn't get in, I think too many people are awake now. It's only a matter of time before the masses come with their pitchforks, so to speak. More like smartphones in their hands now. Yeah, what are you going to do with that, you know? I don't think you can use that as a weapon. You could probably throw it at someone. Other than that, yeah. Okay, where am I up to? Sal said it's got 3 bumps. Oh, that's that photo of that lady. Haven't seen a lady looking like that. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. Yeah. Shannon said triple bump. Alex said like a pair of snooker balls in a sock. Timmy said laugh my ass off. The dude in the dress needs to consult Michael Obama. SW said it ain't going to bump no more with no big fat woman, Shannon. J1 said hiding her big hands. Susie said, let's say a lovely prayer for Luna before we say goodbye tonight and send lots of good thoughts. Yeah, we can do that. Shannon said childbearing shoulders. D. Lee said for sure, Susie. Everyone's doing little hand signals and stuff. Shannon said, got a share in 3M sticky tape, lol. Sal said, oh, but we're the racist ones, Hev. If you speak out against this multiculturalism scam. I know. J1 said, bless this chat. Bless you too, J1. Ruff said, volume's a bit low. My nose is touching my phone. Can you feel it? No, but my nose is just about touching this microphone. Can you feel that? Can you see it? Look. Nose butting the microphone. Shannon said, more Tucker than Tucker Carlson. Zal said, ha. SW said, Shannon's going off like a frog in a sock. Prison soap in sock. Dealey said, rough, good to see ya. Everyone's saying hello. Zal said, Big Mike sells strap under. Shannon said, windows in the house. Oh, Deb said, funny, Shannon. SW said, Sal, George, Deb, Hev, Ruffy, g'day. Sal said, it'll all come together, Hev, just you watch. I know it will. Luna said, I got Hev going through my headphones. Oh, good stuff. Oh, it just jumped. Oh, shoot, I was way back. Yeah, I just saw someone said that's not Whoopi. I think a lot of them aren't. A lot of them. Who was I looking at? Lady Gaga. Have you seen Lady Gaga? Okay, how far back? I don't know. There's little bottles of baby oil, I think, up there with a couple of little emojis. George said, all politicians are liars. They've sold their soul. Tim S. said, holy crap, this dude is worse than an American politician. He's not even trying, lol. Zal said, Albo's a cabal loyalist through and through. Yeah, he speaks like this. He doesn't seem to, like he talks with his teeth clenched. That makes me wonder. Has he got a pole up his ass? I don't know, but walking around talking with teeth clenched like this, I don't know, something's going on. Shannon said, Albo's doing a Kamala. I'm speaking. Flyby Stew said, hey up, Alex, Deb, D. Lee. Hey, going Flyby Stew. SW said, thank you, military. We love you for the only ones with the nuts and dedication, brains to get us this far. Susie said, that's so good, Shannon. Nearly got my tea up my nose from laughing. Sal said, they always come across like this, like you can't challenge them. George said, Starmer was a lawyer and he's scumbag. Starmer is Lord Ali's biatch. SW said, and Jesus too. Yeah, thank you, Jesus, in the military for getting us this far. Alex said, the only thing I remember from the National Lampoons is going round the roundabout again and again. There's Big Ben, Parliament. It starts with Big Ben, then it goes Big Ben, Parliament. SW said that was a funny movie, Alex. Alex said maybe that was predictive programming. Susie said apparently the baby oil bottles are not an overbuy from Costco, but rather contain a hallucinogenic drug with initials that gets absorbed through the skin. Yeah, GHB. Flyby Stu said, always predictive programming from birth, they're scumbag cowards. Shannon said, episode of Scrubs. J1 said, modern day death camps. George said, the scandemic. SW said, it went to Dexter overnight. Shannon said, yes, they have different strengths of stuff in the baby oil bottle depending on who you are. Shannon said, helps the demons slip in more ways than one. Alex said, they've been taking the pee out of us for years. That dancing nurses, doctors was just a straw that broke the camel's back. My formerly very busy hospital was empty too, including the car parks, Hev. There you go. I drove past mine deliberately to have a look, and it was empty. And it's never empty, but it was during COVID. Susie said, Jaguar Wright says J-Lo should absolutely be prosecuted because she knows a lot and perjured herself in court for lying for Diddy over that murder in the nightclub years ago. My God, I'm going to burp again. One sec, guys. Just had to make sure that came out. Because I don't want to do it in the microphone and just burp at you guys. It's not nice. Okay, J1 said Petro Medical was Rockefeller as well. Susie said Rockefeller name means stonecutter. George said good will overcome evil. Shannon said Ben Affleck drove up with J-Lo because he knows they're going to get her. Ben Affleck is also a piece of Hollywood shit himself. Wasn't he another one of the ones who was supposed to be CIA, FBI, some three-letter agency person? Ben Affleck, the other one. There's a couple of them. J1 said a pack of black swans is called a bank. Interesting. Flyby Stu said, I've heard that before, but I hate the word believe because it's got lie in it. Alex said, I think it's all about to come out. Kim K2 has been filmed stealing documents from high-up billionaires. Apparently the tables are turning, Susie. Geoloff said, fuels are derived from biomass, heat and atmospheric pressure. My grandfather's farm equipment tractor combines and the trucks ran on farm waste as it was designed to do by Rudolf Christensen Carl Diesel. There you go. Luna said, sorry, I haven't been very chatty today, more sitting back listening. That's fine, Luna. And George said, P. Diddy and the sausages. Oh, sausage party. Oh, my God. Alex said, yes, we could probably all make our own fuel for virtually no money or even run vehicles off water, but you know the rest, Geoloft. SW said, scrolling, not trolling. Alex said, no money in having free people who can think and provide for themselves. Shannon said, trolling, not scrolling. He's got it the other way around. Susie said, Alex, what about the mother? She's married to Corey Gamble and he's up to it. His eyes in it. I agree with you. The whole thing's coming down, but the bigger fish will take a while longer. Yeah, we're only seeing the small ones at the moment. George said he was lucky he did not get blown away, lol. Flyby Stu said, you're trying to wake my neighbours up. Cheers, Hev, lol. Shannon said, how long till Obama legs it to Kenya? Not long, I don't think. Geloff said, when the oil boom started, the industry considered gasoline a waste product of refinement. It was dumped into rivers, streams, lakes and ponds everywhere, even pouring it into abandoned mines. SW said they won't want him, he's fried. George said a lot of Hollywood and elites leaving America, lol. They are scared and should be. Yeah, they're fleeing the sinking ship. They know they're going down. So watch. I'm waiting for that weekend, you know, the one where people take themselves out that weekend, because that's going to happen, where a lot of people are going to just all of a sudden have taken their own life. Wow. Amazing. Not coincidentally either. It will be on purpose to try and get out of what's coming. Alex said, I don't think much longer for the big ones now. It's been a slow trickle for ages now, but now the floodgates are about to open and I can't wait. D. Lee said, if only we could keep them out, George. Shannon said, drip, drip, drip to a flood. Alex said, they think their bunkers will save them, but I think they haven't. They have another think coming. SW said, make erections great again. That's Chinese for election. Oh, the erections. Yep. Flyby Stu said, bring it on 100%. Alex said, I feel excited like something massive is about to happen. I haven't felt that in a while. Me too, Alex. George said, if you have God on your side, they won't win. D-Lee said, Alex, I feel it too. Alex said, especially with all the strange weather happenings too. Shannon said, what is with the FU sign on its belly? I don't know what you're talking about there. Hey, Kanchega Yowie, the US runs out of money on the 1st of October. Be prepared for chaos. We are. That's when I think it's all going to start, like a couple of days away. We are nearly there. And I'm going to be missing all this week. Anyway, I've got to do it. I've got to look after my mum. Alex said, God wins all day, every day. Shannon said January 10th. No, the 1st of October. He's writing that Kanchega Yowie's Australian. He's writing it the Australian way. The 1st of the 10th month. The first day of the 10th month of the year of 2024. Susie said, Alex, the thing is a large web. Diddy kicks up to the billionaire owners of the football and basketball team they are in with Washington, and Washington is enmeshed with Big Pharma and military. Shannon said Americans write dates backwards. Yeah, only the first two. The month is normally first with Americans and the day is the second one. And here in Australia, the day is first and the month is second. So it's just swap the first two round. Alex says, it's been bubbling for ages and feels like it's about to spill over, D-Lee. Yeah, Luna said October the 1st. Shannon said, then it's 10-1. Yeah, but Kanchega Yowie's in Australia, so he writes the date of it's in Australia. Kanchega, you are a male, aren't you? I've had this problem throughout. I believe you are a male. I don't know for sure, but you can let me know. Shannon said, because January 10th, 24 was my 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Shannon, for January. Kanchega said, that's not a whoopee, too thin in the face. Yeah, D-Lee, I believe a lot of them aren't who they're supposed to be. D-Lee said, Alex, I think has spilled over and a bunch of sleepers are about to abruptly wake and lose their minds. SW said, I thought that was referring to prostate issues, Shannon. SW said, Bigfoot's back. Yeah, Kanchega Yowie. Shannon said, nah, Nancy just plays spin the bottle with the stocks after she's finished drinking a bottle. Yep, she uses that to spin the bottle then. Which stock will I sell tonight? Oh, I don't know. JLoff said, yes, Alex, we made it using biomass solids and heat. We used pine trees or traded for them to pull heptane or would pull it from the creosote ties via distillation. That's how we made alcohol too. Oh, there you go. George said Arsenal was accused of the fine arts against Manchester City last Sunday. Flyby said, how I'm glad I got a volume control. Lol. Alex said, I know why. Was something really loud? I know. I think one of them was. One of them got quite loud. I was trying to watch the volume. Alex said, I know what you mean, but I think they've been slowly untangling that web bit by bit, and I don't think they would turn down a $50 million bail if they don't have a solid case, Susie. Shannon said, yeah, not wheezing between words, lol. Deb said, Zelensky only has one outfit to wear. Better give him more money, lol. Alex said, they missed the opportunity to get Epps, and he might even be back on his island. As we all know, he didn't kill himself. I believe he's under protective custody. To spill the beans when the time comes. He's probably agreed to it. That's why they had to say he's gone. So that they wouldn't try and chase him down and kill him. That's just my theory. It's not a fact. It's just a theory. YouTube. Okay. SW says Sabbath. Hell yeah. Oh, was that when I was singing War Pigs? Wow. George said Arsenal winning the premiership this season. GLF said, hope you feel better and find your second win soon, Luna. Shannon said Megan Fox is a dude. SW said politicians hide themselves away. They only started the war Why should they go out to fight? They leave thou to the poor. Yep. Oh, Lord, yeah. SW said, Hev, you just made my day. And Kachega said, hey, Zal. J1 said, Satan laughing spreads his wings. Yes. Susie said, that's in part of that song too. I love that song, War Pigs. I wish I could play it. Might play it on Rumble. Okay. Flyby Stu's asking Zal, how you going? Shannon said, Ellen DeGeneres, be nice, lol. Zal said, degenerate. Zal said, got to go and do babysitting duties. We'll be listening though, folks. Grumps has a lot to look after this. His little charge. Oh, God love you. Grumps or Gramps? Alex said her name fits her character, degenerate. Yeah. Zal said, g'day, matey, Flyby Stu. Shannon said, I can't stand Jay-Z or Diddy's face. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because we found out what we found out, but yeah. I don't know, because I didn't really know who they were. Like, I knew of them. Oh, of course I did, but like trying to put a face to the name, I would have been like, oh, I've got no idea. George said, I've watched a few documentaries lately. Money makes these people evil. SW said, the smug look, the lack of empathy. Alex said, no doubt they were dropped on their head a few times, Shannon. Shannon said, Diddy's grotto. I keep saying, like, every time I think of Diddy, I'm just like, did he or didn't he? I know he did, but I mean, I don't know. It's just a saying that comes up every time I think Diddy. Flyby said, it's obvious that political bodies are filling their pockets while they can lock them all up. Yeah, the transfer of wealth. All into their own pockets. Conchega said playboy, meaning they were all boys being played with, and yes, another honeypot. Shannon says something's wrong with their lips. Ruff said, I wonder what happened to the woman that crashed her car and caravan trying to cross the WA border being chased by cops. Do you remember? No. When was that, Ruff? Geoloff said, Alex, I can skin a buck and run a trot line and a country boy can survive. Hank Williams Jr. Conchega said, Shannon, are they wearing mumble shorts? J1 said, I listened to this guy named Juan and he mentioned Diddy as nothing compared to another about to be revealed. There you go. You never know. SW said, who needs a harmonica with squid lips like that? Alex said, here, Geoloft. Shannon said, I wish Mike Tyson would have smashed Diddy in the face when he tried to feel him up on TV. Yeah, that would have been interesting, wouldn't it? And they would have had to explain themselves. They weren't ready yet. Susie said, but Alex, even those things are low-hanging fruit. I think Diddy may be Epstein. J1 said, lol. Conchega said, Cat Williams is a deceiver. Oh, there you go. You never know. George said, P. Diddy's a demon. J1 said, Cabal cleaning house to bring the light side of the same system. Susie said, Conchega, why is he a deceiver? Shannon said, blackmailing is the blackmailers. Blackmailing the blackmailers, lol. George said, rap has a lot of evil within it. Shannon said, Tupac is gay. Yeah, well, I think it was Timmy that was saying, like, when he opens his mouth, a handbag falls out. That's what it sounds like. Oh, Alex said they might do, Susie. We've already been spun the story that he's on a hunger strike. I think they've much more, though. Takes a long time sometimes to gather all the evidence to convict. Shannon said, hell, they're all gay. Conchega said, Shannon speaks with forked tongue. He's been outed for it. Oh, really? Cat Williams. SW said nothing else in rap I could see. Sherry said rap is just another way of chanting evil. SW said Sherry spot on. Flyby said rapper or raper. Diddy knows. George said P. Diddy and the sausages. Alex said if they even make one mistake, they could have the case overturned. For example, Weinstein and OJ. He had parts of his case overturned because the prosecution slipped up even though it happened. I think they do that on purpose sometimes, especially with those type of people, the big names. Didn't read the rights or something was stuffed up, you know. J1 said rap defined black culture for the system. Geoloff said, Alex, all men and some of the women in my family, both sides, are epistemologists and master tradesmen. We all come from humble beginnings. Deb said they will turn on each other. I think they will. Conchega Yowie said Jay won, the CIA did. Alex said OJ completely won, even though we all know he ended up admitting it. He couldn't be retried because of double jeopardy. Bugger. Shannon said they pay single mothers more welfare if there's no man in the family. Yeah, they do. SW said he'll be having sausage and fried eggs with no lube every day. J1 said Conchega. Alex said the court systems are mostly corrupt, though every now and then there are good judges that slip through their net. Yes. Alex said, great news lineup, Hev, lots coming out. There is. So by this time next week, I'm going to have a ton of news. Conchega said, I'm going to try and do videos in between. If I can, I'll be trying to do videos while I'm down with Mum. So Conchega said, Alex, the courts in Oz are private corporations administering for the capital letter entity that sounds like our courts but spelt differently. Alex said, and it's coming thick and fast like dominoes. Shannon said, your mic stand is on fire. Oh, the smoke coming off it? SW said, yes, Alex. One shook my hand after I told my sorry tale of military tales. Shannon said, I see smoke. Yes, it's on fire. There's so much news that my microphone decided to catch on fire. There's smoke coming out of it, you know. George said, our politicians have blood on their hands. They do. Susie said, with the exception of the classical and country music, black people have invented every other genre of music, but it gets taken from them and corrupted, and they never get the proper credit. There you go. SW said, great song, that one too. Blinded by the light. Crept up like a douche. Douche? Seriously? Is that the word? Is that what they're actually singing? That's what I've thought they've been singing all these years. A douche. Bloody douche. Alex said, yeah, it's basically the same here and probably across the world, but sometimes people do win because common law still exists. They just don't want us to know that, Conchega. Shannon said, Deep Purple. Smoke on the water. Fire in the sky. I can't do it. It's too low for me. SW said, there's no such thing as black music. They can't divide it. Alex said, glad you met a good one. I bet you have some interesting stories, SW. Shannon said, is Hev's burning what? Incense, not incest. Yes, it was incense. Try and cover up the smell of a cigarette. SW said, Shannon, check out Deep Purp's new one. SW said, what goes on the ship stays there, my friend. Alex, Flyby Stew said, Hev, is your combobulator on fire? Loads of smoke. No, it's because the incense was right under the camera. So it looked like the smoke was coming off the camera. Sorry, coming straight up. It looked like a lot of smoke. Sybil said, the music industry heads, what do you suppose that means for industry plants and celebrity pimps? And D-Lee's put 3 little cigarettes. George said, a lot of conspiracies have been proven right. Alex said, say no more, SW. Conchega said, SW, do not under any circumstances divulge RAN secrets. RAN. SW says, lol. Sherry said, I think you meant incense, Shannon. Yeah, incense. Not incest. Well, there's something really wrong. Shannon said, I know what I said. It's a game. The whole family can play. Oh, no. Oh, Shannon, that's a sick joke, that one. Lady Stardust, how you doing? President Trump's meeting with Zelensky. Classic. Oh, there you go. I wonder if Zelensky's going to give Trump the Medal of Freedom or whatever the bloody hell it was. George says, Starmer begging Trump to be friends. Oh, there you go. It's getting close, see? They know. Shannon said, hopefully he keeps his penis off the piano. Yes, Zelensky, yes. Conchega said, Taylor Swift pulls a Swiftie. Male to female, cannot wait for all the gullible that follow it, realise that what they've been adoring. Lady Gaga too, looking more like a man. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. I was going to show you what Lady Gaga looks like. It spun me out. Although that might not be a hard thing to do. Okay, I'll just get it up on the screen first. I looked at it because it was trending and I just went like, what? Oh, wow, that one looks interesting. Okay, where is she? Hang on. We've got it like all here and that, you know, the Marina Abramovic stuff and all that. But I don't know. She's looking a bit, I don't know. Where is it? Oh, come on. Seriously. There was a picture of Lady Gaga with short, I want to say red hair. These people are sick, mate. All you do is search for Lady Gaga and you get all this. I don't know. Oh, I remember when she did this thing. Took ages to get to the Bro, no. What? Okay, anyway. I'm looking for something in particular, and it was there the other day. And now all I can see is these ones. Sorry. Maybe I should just go to, where am I? Is it latest? No. Top? No. Oh, shoot. Go the latest. Oh, this Harlequin thing. I don't know, but I don't know if that doesn't look like Lady Gaga to me anymore. Hang on, where is it? Oh, no, someone please take that puppy dog off her. I don't trust her. I don't trust anyone with that puppy dog. Please get that puppy dog away from them. So which one's Lady Gaga? Is that that's Lady Gaga. With Demi Moore. Oh, that dog's a poor dog. I want to rescue the dog. But I don't know, she doesn't look like it anymore. Looks like someone else. That's all I'm going to say. Lady Gaga now looks like somebody else. Okay. Where was I up to? Okay. Alex said, I saw that George Starmer's dad is a tool maker, you know. Yeah, he made a real tool there with Starmer. Shannon said, can't wait for the seal indictments are opened. Yeah. Flyby Stew said, Yowie Bigfoot, how can you convince the youth of today? Convince the parents. Sybil said, have a great holiday, Hev. Conchega said, Alex, well, he'll succeed in making a right tool. Yeah, he succeeded in making a right tool, didn't he? Shannon said, Hev's off like prawns in the sun. George says, Starmer's a tool and sausage. Alex, oh, my stomach's rumbling now. Deb said, yes, I'm so glad I did not wake up dead since I feel I got more time in this life. Me too. It's always a good day when you don't wake up dead. Conchega said, how can you when they are going to sacrificial concerts as well? Shannon said, people are being dumbed down on purpose. SW said, some people can't wake up. Does that make them zombies? Close to it. Alex said, that was the worst tool he made, George. Flyby Stew says, Starmer's dad is sausage maker, lol. Sybil said, Obama, Big Mike, those P. Diddy parties exposing plenty, including Nuremberg Code violations. There you go. Conchega said, Flyby Stew, and an awful one at that. Deb said, I had to pop back out now. Shannon said, wake up, do your hair and makeup. Wake up. Do your hair and makeup. George says, yeah, Starmer's dad should have pulled out. I'll put it that way. Deb said, cool, your internet will be faster. I'm hoping. Shannon said, are you a balloon, Deb? Lol. Conchega said, Shannon, or the new Cold Chisel song, wake up in the morning, take a piss and look around. Sherry said, Fanny Willis's love interest is on the run as well. They need to look under her bed. SW said, I'm multitasking at the moment. Shannon said, did they check her womb? Lol. Alex said, we need to make a massive tin can and wire string phone network. Alex said, a few places have had blackouts, maybe a taser for what is to come. Taster, not a taser. Sorry, that was my fault. Flyby Stew said, have you had any of the flooding down there where you are? Had none here. Shannon said, yeah, Alex, it is moist. Is it moist? SW said, I'm back. Shannon said, save your placenta, Luna. Ooh. Yeah, don't let them take it. I don't know. What would you do with the placenta? Bury it in your backyard. It'll grow, and put a little tree on it. It'll grow really well. Conchega said, SW, hope you wash your hands. Alex said, not yet, but it could be possible as apparently one of the balancing lakes has burst its banks near me. Lucky it didn't rain today, so hopefully it dries up a bit. Flyby Stew. SW said, the Sri Lankan delivery driver asked if into footy. I said, I don't like cricket. I don't like cricket. Oh, no. I love it. Yeah, Dreadlock Holiday. CC 10? Was that the name of the band? I love that song. SW, and I saw you put it in the comments of one of my videos. You wrote the lyrics out. And I was like, I haven't heard that for ages. Oops, knocking everything over. Deb said, it's party time here. Shannon said, Palestinian relationships are strained because no one is responding to texts or calls. SW said, bloody love you legends a lot. George said, a lot of them went boom, Shannon. Flyby said, if Bill Gates stops spraying the skies, maybe it'll dry up quickly, lol. Shannon said, midwife crisis. A midwife crisis. Shannon said, boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say, hey-oh. Hey-oh. Kachegi, he said, Shannon, not very tall then. I was going to say spanner. Shannon Spears, spanner. SW said, yeah, Yowie, the sun's out and that the time all the tigers are out all right. Deb said, oh, my God, my son's girlfriend has family there too. SW said, crypto. Kachega said, Shannon wants to play Soggy Sayo. Shannon said, 1-800 numbers are free, but millions of others are not. SW said, lol, Soggy Biscuit, it's called in Victoria. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that rude, what you're saying? Is a Soggy Sayo rude? Shannon said, Sayo biscuits, only Aussies will get it. I know what a Sayo is. It's a cracker biscuit. Luna said, I'll keep you updated, Hev and Fam, and the doc and midwife are coming to talk to me at 2 p.m. to talk about how things are going and talk about what the plans for the next few days are. Good. Conchega said, SW and 2 Delta STBD mess on the Melbourne CVS 21. It was called Soggy Sayo. I have no idea. That is all going straight over my head. Conchega said, Shannon, you play SS and you'll get it. D-Lee said, much love and many hugs, Luna. Deb said, hey, Lady Stardust. Hey, Lady Stardust. How you going? Oh, I've jumped again. How far back do I need to go? Way back. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm back to where I was. Oh, my God. Flyby Stew said, have you still rolling your own? No. Where is it? I found them for $15 a packet now. That's heaps cheap. Heaps cheaper. Deb said, hey, Ruff. SW said, don't tell them too much. Conchega, the MP, will be around. Alex said, this is Royal Rife, Spooky 2, frequency programs list. Shannon said, brown nose. SW said, Smithers. My nose is running. Luna said, thanks, D. Lee. Shannon said, I've seen Lady Gaga's penis. Yeah, well, you can catch it when she climbs off that motorbike. Remember that? Conchega said, catch, yes, things to do. Have a good one, Conchega. Deb said, we'll not only look at baby oil, we will not look at baby oil the same way again. SW said, if they only told us olive oil is the healthy way. Shannon said, or as it calls it, her disco stick. Yes. Dealey said, so sorry to hear that, Shannon. And Deb's laughing at Shannon. And Alex said, even without the machine, you can still maybe see which frequency cures what ailment, and then maybe find the frequency to listen to. Not sure if it would have the same effect, though. Sherry said, Dealey, I'll put my email in the comments after the live. Just be careful doing that, Sherry. Like, Dealey maybe answer Sherry as soon as you've seen it, and then Sherry maybe delete it, your email address, because you may get, like, emails from strangers. I don't know. I've said, I'll tell you again, love child, Michael Jackson, a.k.a. MJ, is not dead. Isn't that weird? That dear, a.k.a. Diana Ross, Michael's real mother, wasn't absolutely shredded about his death. Dick Gregory. Really? Flyby Stew said, Alex, thanks for that. You're a star. Shannon said, lol, D-Lee, my eyes, the bird. Sybil said, J-Lo has her own Monet and Andy Warhol sized a couple of weeks ago. Oh, wow. Geoloff said Dick Gregory, along with his connections, got him out of California and out of the allegations. MJ, like Bill Cosby, it was all about crushing them and cashing them. Shannon said, don't worry, I filled the burp sound effects myself. SW said, I love Diana Ross's music, but then I like ABBA until I heard AC/DC. I still like ABBA. Dealey said, Shannon, flush holy water in your eyes. Alex said, it's a very comprehensive list and so much information there. Susie says, I've got to say, out of all of this, the best thing is Diddy's new nickname, Cuff Daddy. Cuff Daddy. Diddy the Diddler. SW Albo's got a very comprehensive list too. Yeah, he talks like this. Dealey said, okay, Sherry. Yeah, how you going, Pat? Shannon said, I got a USB stick full of Akadaka in my VT GTR, great cruising music with occasional skids. Shannon said, black lines matter. Dealey said, Susie, cuff daddy. Laughing. Flyby said, has Hev dyed her hair? For fuck's sake, it would be great if we all did the same, but I'm a bloke. I haven't dyed my hair. It's natural. It's darker when it's curly, and it's lighter when it's straight. Shannon said, man-made erections. SW said she was only 16, but I love girls so. Yeah, that song. There's a few of them. Alex said, are you going to have a call-in on Rumble, Hev? Maybe tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. Just finish off the news today, and I'll do that one tomorrow. Alex said, sending you your mum love and prayers. Pat said, hi, Deb. Long time since I've been called beautiful. Thank you. Oh, God love you. You're all beautiful. All you ladies are beautiful. All you men are handsome. Okay? Just not leave the men out, you know. Deb said, you sending love to your mum and dad? Oh, God love you. Yeah, my dad's selling his house now. He's going to move in with my daughter and my mum again. Deb said, Pat, with lips. I did the kiss thing. SW said, 6'4", crikey, you better be, or my knees are shaking. Alex said, Conchega's a giant cuddly man. There you go. I thought, I was pretty sure Conchega. I remember having problems. I remember thinking, poor Geoloft, God love you. For a while, I thought Geoloft was female. I don't know why. It's the names. I just can't tell if you're a male or a female if you've got some weird name. Susie said, sorry, what's happening October the 1st? Okay. October the 1st, the US runs out of money. And there's also a strike at the ports, or there's quite a few ports that are having strikes in the US. Shannon said, yes, I'm a Capricorn, can't you tell, lol? Deb said, how awesome, Alex? Deb said, I'm a... Oh, what are the scales? I don't know. Is that a Pisces? No, I don't know. Alex said, I'm a 5'2" hobbit. Join the club, Alex. Shannon said, so you have wings, Deb. Deb said, 28th of September. Oh, wow. Oh, today? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Deb. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. And there you go. You were supposed to say the hooray, by the way. Oh. Yeah, it is today, your birthday. And George said, do you have hairy feet, Alex, lol? And Shannon's asking, is it your birthday today, Deb? SW said, I met a very handsome lady at a bar. She was 6'7". Wow, all beautiful, made to measure. My knees shook, so I ran away. Should have sat down with her, very scary in a good way. Wow. I know a woman who's over 6 foot tall. Really nice lady too. Alex said, who doesn't, George? Shannon said, Libra Fleur gives you wings. Shannon said, yes, Shannon. Deb said, 58 today. Alex said, embrace the hairy feet. Shannon said, happy birthday, Deb. I hope you were singing along with me, all of you guys, for Deb. Alex said, we might need them in this cold snap morning. D. Lee said, happy birthday, Deb. And SW said, Alex, no. Everyone's saying happy birthday, Deb. Shannon said, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. We're going to party because it's your birthday. And to celebrate, I'll go see the new Beetlejuice movie. There you go. To celebrate Deb's birthday, Shannon's going to see Beetlejuice. Hope it's not a woke one, Shannon. Deb said, awesome, Shannon. Lady Stardust said, daily reminder, Executive Order 13818, RICO Act. Well, that's what they're going in with the Diddy, RICO Act. All assets seized, stored for the righteous. And SW said, hip hip hooray, Deb. Alex said, happy birthday, Deb. Why didn't you tell us sooner? God love you, Deb. You glad you're spending it with us. God love you. Shannon said, did you get a free massage for your birthday with a happy ending? Shannon. Deb said, SW, thanks. SW said, Deb, how does it feel turning 21 for the 37th time? It's good, isn't it? George said, hi, Stardust. Yes, hi, Stardust. How you going? Susie said, Jay-Z used to have a high, girly voice like Mike Tyson. Does anyone remember that? His voice is normal now. What happened? Are we seeing the original Sean Carter? Deb said, no, not yet. Maybe tonight, Shannon. Shannon said, self-source. Oh, Shannon. I've got to be careful now, reading Shannon's comments. Deb said, glad to say fitter now, much healthier. SW. Deb said, the Hev news is really hot. Yeah, it was today. I saved it all up. Deb said, it's funny when you learn them words to songs and find out it was different. Oh, Deb Jones said it was a deuce, not a... Not what I said. I've been walking around for years thinking it was that. Oh, dear. Deuce. Sorry, guys. I'm amusing myself here. And quite a little bit embarrassed, too. Oh, my God. I'm nearly crying. Okay. SW said cheap wine and a three-legged goat. Come on, come on. It's supposed to be cheap wine and a 3-day growth. And they mean a man's 3-day growth, you know. Yeah, on his face, you know, that one. Deb said special effects, folks. Shannon said I thought it was cheap wine and a 3-day. Okay, I'm not saying that, Shannon. Root. I did. I said it. SW said pictures of you, Deep Purple, new song rocks. Oh, and Lazy Sod too. Deb said, yes, I've been out for lunch Thursday, champagne yesterday, lamb roast for dinner tonight. Oh, yum. Deb said, oh, my God, Shannon. Zal said, g'day, folks. Grumps is back in the house. How you going, Zal? Shannon said, careful, Tom Cruise may rock up, Deb. Zal said, blokey gaga. And my mouse is frozen. No. Shannon said, try to get you into the Scientology cult. Deb said, awesome to have you back, Grumps. SW said, Deb, yummy mint sauce. Old mate called his kid's pet lamb with gravy, of course. Flyby Stew said, we don't see any of these pics on YouTube. Thank you for sharing. You're the best. God love you. Zal said, thanks, Deb. I've successfully got my granddaughter to say Grumps now. Deb said, yes, got to have mint sauce. Oh, yum, on lamb. Yeah, it's beautiful. Lamb with a whole new flavour. SW said, is that a dog? Looks like a weird experiment. Yeah, but get that dog away from these people, man. You know what they do? You know what they do? I know what they do. I'm not going to say it. Don't need to say it. Deb said, how cute, Sal? Alex said, Gaga spent a lot of time with Marina, and Marina said Gaga did a lot more than she expected of her. It's on film somewhere. Gaga is a full-on demon grabbed. Shannon said, I call my Labrador Meth. Oh, he's a meth lab? Shannon. SW said I was referring to gag, not the animal X-ratty thing. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, okay. But I still think get that dog away from her. D-Lee said, SW, it was a dog chew toy. Deb said, my ex-sister-in-law is in Scientology. Really? Sal said, you're a subtle mongrel sometimes, Shannon. George said, modern music is full of evil. D-Lee said, Shannon laughing. Shannon said, blunt as a spoon. Sal said, ha ha. Alex said, she left a bath of blood in London about 10 years ago. Her PA also sued her for making her sleep in the bed because Gaga was too terrified to go to sleep, plus other abuse the PA got along the way. She also didn't like having mirrors in her rooms. She couldn't stand to look at herself, probably. Or she saw demons when she looked in the mirror. A demon looked back at her. 11:25 a.m., said Deb. Adelaide, not moist. Sal said, Gestamerpo. George said, lol, Hev. Carl said, hello all. Sorry I haven't been on much lately. Still watch eventually. Oh, thank you, Carl. God love you. Deb said they were putting the placenta into capsules. Oh, dear. Flyby Stew said, Deb, it's looking freezing here. What you on about? And everyone's saying, hello, Carl. Luna said, I'm going to put the placenta under a rose bush. There you go. Deb said, I love that song, Crickets. Deb said, yes, great, Luna. Flat Earther said, hello to Hev and my friends in the chat. It's Eyes to say, hey, going, Eyes. Just hit my channel again. Shit happens. It always does, doesn't it? Say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing and see you later. Where'd they go? God knows. They got kicked off again. Susan said, oh, hey, going, Susan. Just so you know, Hev, your volume is so low compared to all the videos you are showing. Thank you for letting me know. I'll see what I can do. It's hard. I'm trying, though. Where am I up to? I'm getting there. It just jumped on me again. Everyone's saying hello to Eyes. Okay, Shannon said my jokes often get crickets. I don't like cricket. Oh, no. I love it. Yeah. I like how they get at the end of every line nearly. Carl Anthony said, ha ha ha, soggy. Sal said, only to zealots. Dealey said, hey, Eyes, always good to see you. And everyone's going, hey. SW said, stop it, Hev now. Flyby said, the earth is flat in my opinion. Deb said, hey, Susan. Zal said, you don't want to know what soggy sayos are, Hev. Trust me. Okay, thank you. I don't want to know. I don't know. And I don't want to know. That's fine. Carl said, let's play. SW said, not rude. Wrong. Luna said, I'm going to go have lunch. I'll be listening. Yeah, I've got to go and have lunch shortly. I was even thinking of, I want to do Rumble. I'm going to make it quick, though. Alex said, the videos are really loud, make me grab my headphones sometimes, Susie. Oh, were they? Because it's showing me the levels. Let me show you. This level here is my microphone that you can see going green and that. And then this here is the desktop audio which plays. And it shows that it's between the green and it's normally down on the green a little bit. But some of them were very loud to begin with. So they did go up into the yellow. So yeah, it's hard to get it right. Okay. Carl said, hey, Hevs, chat got soggy biscuit. I don't even know what that is. Oh, my God. What am I saying? I don't know what a soggy sayo is, and I'm saying it, and I don't. Someone's going to have a good laugh. Carl said, chat GPT. Flat Earth said, Alex, Deb, Dealey. George said, anything with the word soggy is bad. Yeah, I think I'll avoid that from now on. Shannon said, Luna eating for 3 for the last time. Oh, maybe not. No, they're trying to keep the babies in there. Susie said Lady Gaga's real name is Vito. Oh, dear. Flat Earther said, George, mate, hello, it's Eyes. Deb said, yes, smokes are getting cheaper. They paid $7 for a pack of 20. Where, Deb? $7. I paid $15 for my pack of 20, but that's still cheaper than the $23 up the road. I just go a little bit further the other way and I can get it for $15 each packet. So it saves me like $9 on every packet. So if I get 3 of them, which I do at a time, which nearly lasts me a week, it's like $45. That's it. It's amazing. Alex said, hey, Eyes, Flat Earth. Everyone's saying hello. Flyby said, Heaven paying 20 a pack for rolling my own. It's getting ridiculous. Really, Flyby? That's what I mean. These are cheaper. And look at the packet. They're not green and yucky. Zal said, Zealot in the house. Susie said, sadly, Graham Norton is in the club too. I don't know who's Graham Norton. I've heard of that name. Deb said, great to see you, Eyes. And I said, how's everyone doing? Pretty good. How are you? Shannon said, lol, Zal, some gave the Eyes. What? What are you talking about? Zal said, what? You couldn't see that, Susie? I don't know what you're talking about there. Alex said, good, thank you, Eyes. Big things are brewing. Hoping you're doing well. Zal said, ha, Shannon. Dealey said, doing good, Eyes. What you been up to? Deb said, yes, hope you're all well. I hope you're well, Eyes. Everyone's, yep, saying back. Susie said, of course I could see it, Zal. There are tons of one-covered photos with a man going back years. George said, I'm okay, thanks, Eyes. How are you, mate? Deb said, okay, tomorrow for Rumble. Yep, we'll do the call-in tomorrow on Rumble. How's that? Shannon said, Hev has banished the kitty. Kitty's from her room. Yep, because they walk all over my keyboard and they start typing. And they might end the stream because they do that. Sal said, yeah, he's an odious twat. Susie, who? Flat Earther said, Dealey, not much, just sick of the fighting on PooTube. My dad passed away with cancer in hospice on 16th of September. Funeral October. Oh, God love your Eyes. I'm so sorry. My condolences to you and your family. Shannon said that's code for fat bastard. Lol, takes one to know one. Hey? Susie said, but Sal, lots of others argue that he's a good one. Oh, Geoloff said 2 black men were known worldwide and buried in the same casket. Who remembers George Floyd wake? Who remembers the Michael Jackson wake? Alex said, love everyone so much. Thanks for all being on this crazy old journey. Oh, definitely. Sal said, isn't there supposed to be an asteroid going to pretend orbit at the end of September, Hev? I think so. I heard something about an asteroid too. Deb said, yes, it's fun guessing who is a man and who is a woman. Shannon said, Capricorn, not Capricorn. Okay. Shannon said, because I'm full of shit. Delia said, my condolences to you, eyes. Sorry for the loss of your father. Yep. Okay, and everyone was going hip hip hooray when I was singing the birthday song to Deb. Susie said, delayed legend emoji for Hev singing Aussie songs. God love you. How you going, Susie? I didn't see you in there. God love you. Oh, did I? Did I say hello before? I'll say hello again anyway. Sal said, good on you, Deb. Happy birthday. Sal said, good. Deb said, deepest condolences, eyes, my darling. Everyone's saying happy birthday or condolences. Sal said, get the videos on and show them to the world. SW said, hell yeah. Office once asked me, did you join Navy for a woman in every port seaman? I said, no, a port in every woman, sir. He shook his head and fled. Okay. Now, I don't know what that means now, Shannon, so I'm not going to read it. I don't even know what it is. It's very short. D.O. Holy Diver. Okay, okay. Zal said, I just worked out stand up and shout off that album, Shannon. SW said, hell yeah, Shannon. Seen him live in Melbourne. Love Butterfly Ball 2 Classic. Deb Jones said, December is car. Geloff said, with Michael Jackson, it was about retrieval of the Beatles' Meta recordings catalogue that Yoko gave to him. With Bill Cosby, it was about stopping him from buying 100% of Sony Universal Group. Ooh, interesting, Geoloft. Sal said, Butterfly Ball is a lovely album. I've got it on vinyl somewhere. Deb said, Juice, not December. Sal said, SW said, Zal, you know. Susie said, what does GHB stand for? I'm going to have to look that one up. Oh, whoa. I just moved the wrong thing there. Sorry, guys. Hang on one sec. Whoa. Now I'm really close. What the hell did I do there? Okay, I'm trying to move the thing out of the way so that I can look up. Who am I looking up? GHB. What does it stand for? Gamma hydroxybutyrate. Butyrate? Gamma hydroxybutyrate. There you go. That's what it is. Shannon said, I saw Kill Switch Engage do a live cover of Holy Diver the other day. Live? Oh, so it's not a bad word. Okay. I was wondering what in the hell I was saying there. Alex said, sending you love and prayers are. Only can imagine how I must be feeling. He'll be waiting with Felix until you meet again, Flat Earther. Sal said, music collector from way back, SW. Shannon said, girls. I'm not saying that. Just want to have fun? I don't know. SW said, yes, what about Spinal Tap, Sal? Flat Earther said, lamb meat is rank beef from the cattle all the way. Flyby said, is that the time? 3:10, about time I was in bed. Later, guys. Take care. You too, Flyby. Sal said, are we doing Stonehenge again tonight? SW. Shannon said, this one goes to 11. Alex said, take care. God bless you. See you soon. Everyone's saying goodbye. Flyby. Pat said, happy birthday, Deb. Geloff said, as for Prince Nelson, a.k.a. Prince, it was about his song Masters writings catalogue. The unreleased music is estimated to be well north of $2 billion US. That's not to account for the existing catalogue. Prince also mentioned chemtrails right before he passed away. George says, sorry to hear about your dad passing away, eyes. Deb said, bye, sweetie. Dreams. Fly by, Stu. Sweet dreams, I think she meant. SW said, the bigger the cussin', I can't believe when Jeff Beck watched it, he'll He walked out offended for taking the pee. Shannon said, no, it's not your volume is fine. Don't fuck with it. SW said, big bottom talk about mud flaps. What? Oh, okay. I don't think I'm going to read that one, SW. Sal said, true. Nigel Tufnell had Beck's hairdo. No accident there when it was played to Van Halen. He thought it was serious. SW said, cracks me up, Sal, still. Sal said, same SW, timeless. Deb said, volume's good for me. Shannon said, suck it up, princess. Adjust your own volume at your end. Shannon always gives people shit. Don't mind. That's the Aussie way. Put shit on people. Sal said, Spinal Tap lyrics are excellent. Shannon said, Steel Panther. Sal said, how the armadillo, SW. Susie said, I know a lady with size 13 AA feet like Marge Simpson. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Shannon said, 100% effective 10% of the time. George said, she must be a tall woman, Susie. I'm not reading that one, SW. GL said, have you noticed the Freddie Mercury features of Lady Radio Gaga? Oh, no. Susie said she's only about 5'8", George. Huge feet. I'm watching again, Zal. I need a laugh, said SW. Yeah, my neighbour's moving out. It's taken 2 weeks so far. Zal said Freddie was slow murdered, Geo. Brian knows the truth about what happened. Shannon said radio good goo, radio gaga, radio what spew. Luna said, I'm kind of nervous about the next few days, but I know it's in God's hands. Yes, that's all you can do. We'll pray for you right at the end. Susie said, sex farm woman. What? Susie said, sex farm woman, let me dig your pea patch. Now, those are lyrics. Sal said, ha, be careful of gardening accidents, SW. Shannon said, Fauci killed Freddie Mercury. SW said, Luna, you might feel nervous for good reason. Remember, you're never alone. Sal said, that's why John Deacon ran a mile when Freddie died. I said, Hev, what time will it be in England when you go live, honey? Tomorrow, same time, like 3.5 hours ago. So take 3.5 hours off what you've got tomorrow, and I'll be live here on YouTube first, and then we'll go to Rumble. Luna said, SW, I do know it's mostly me, dislike of hospitals. If I could have had the twins at home, I would have. Yeah, I get you, Luna, but yeah, if you need help, you need help. SW said, Jeff is my favourite drummer. GLF said, yes, Zal, I'm well aware. Even though Brian was closest to him, I know Mr. May, we share love of guitars and bikes. I said, Alex, I've never seen that, thank you. Alex said, probably similar time to tonight, Eyes. SW said, twins, oh, you go, girl, you're going to be fine till they turn into teenagers. Zal said, GLF, a friend of mine, Greg Fryer, designed his replacement red specials back in the day. Alex said, glad you're with us tonight. We're all family, Eyes. SW said, Geo, I met Ian Gill and John Lord and my hero Ian Pace. I don't know how to say that. I said, Alex, you mentioned Felix. I cannot wait to see my kitty. GLF said, go watch Travis Smiley interview with Prince. He dropped big knowledge that night. Could be that one I was thinking of, GLoft. Deb Jones said, link for Rumble. Alex, are you still there? Can you put the Rumble link in there? Sal said, Pace, Rocks, Love, Fireball, Space, Truck, and Burn. Luna said, SW, well, I have trouble with all my kids, so the twins have 6 kids, so I'm going to be in trouble. With the twins, you have 6 kids, so you're going to be in trouble. God love you. George said, a lot of good people in this chat. GLF said, it's a small world after all, Zal. Zal said, yep. Alex said, he can't wait to see you either, dear friend, Eyes. Shannon said, Star Trekking across the universe, only going forward and still can't find reverse. I remember that. I can't get the tune in my head properly. I remember Star Trekking. And that's about it. Okay. George said, not sure I'll be making it over to Rumble. See how I feel a bit knackered. Fair enough, George. It's very late over there. I get it. Geo said, even smaller world when you know who to hang around with. Small and comfortable till it's not. Susie said, Graham Norton is an Irish chat show host. You showed in a video and it looks like he's in the Stonecutters Club. Oh. SW said, George, later, mate. Shannon said it's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it, Jim. Sal said, I've isolated myself from everything these days, Geo. Sal said, take it easy, George, and the Rumble link is in the chat. And with that, guys, I'm going to go and I'll meet you over on Rumble in about 5 or 10 minutes. Give me about 10, actually. Geoloff said, wide open spaces where it's really at. And I said, Alex, funny, the Lord gave me a dream where Felix come to me and he was licking me to death. I had a weird dream last night. Shannon said, there's Klingons on the starboard bow, Jim. Okay, with that, I'm going to go, guys. I'll see you over on Rumble in about 10. Bye.